you're one of those people sitting at home watching us on the interwebs, might be experiencing some technical difficulties.
What are you doing?
I try to take everyday things and make something out of it. Technical difficulties. It's not our fault. It's the world's fault.
You're not responsible.
No, it's not. It's not. It might be Matthew's fault.
It might be Troy's fault.
You know, if he wouldn't send so many emails asking for receipts, maybe the internet would be clear tonight. But I think everyone's at home.
It's very clear to me now that Troy has never worked for any kind of corporation whatsoever.
This is my
He's
time.
never had a
This is
real
my
job.
time.
Also, fundamentally doesn't understand how the internet works.
Ellie, this is my time. This isn't Swedish internet. You listen
One of
up.
the fastest in the world.
The problem is everybody is home watching Netflix and finger banging like there's no tomorrow. Because there
is
might
not-
not be.
You know Netflix isn't porn, right? Like, it's not...
It could be, though.
It might be.
Did you see the?
What the hell am I
Hold
watching?
on.
You should see the Swedish Netflix.
Unless... Oh,
Yeah.
what show should I be watching?
Well, we'll
Who's
talk about it
finger
later.
banging on Swedish Netflix?
Schwettfix. Listen. But we must power through. So hopefully, if you're watching this, you're able to see it. But it's possible that you won't. But we're recording it, and it'll go on YouTube later, and the audio version will come out. So just fucking relax. Stop finger banging for 2 seconds and watch our show. Or keep going.
Or keep going.
Whatever you want to do.
It's amazing that we have any goodwill left whatsoever.
There's nothing wrong with finger banging, Matthew.
I am drinking out of an Ellie glass right now.
You got her. Shade.
Touche.
Shade.
You might
Touche.
notice that my drink has some sediment in it. It's because I spit in the glass 17 times before I poured a beer into it.
Well, cheers, Troy.
And to you. Please throw that glass out.
Oh, God. No, wrong throat.
Oh, she's
Grant. She go down the wrong.
Yeah, Grant is. Oh man.
You got to be careful, Ellie. It sounded like that went down the wrong throat. You only have one throat. You have
No.
pipes. You don't like that, Matthew? You think she has multiple throats?
I'm just trying to understand what going down the wrong throat would look like.
I think
like
he's
a
saying
cow.
he's saying that Swedish people have bifurcated throats.
That's true.
Oh, I
And
thought you were
that's
saying
something-
that it went down her throat instead of your throat.
Oh.
You take the Troy throat and I'll take the Ellie throat and I'll be in Ireland before.
Scotland.
I don't give a shit.
It's almost St. Patrick's Day.
They don't have locks in Ireland.
I don't care. I don't care if it's Melbourne, Sydney, Perth. Get the fuck out of the studio.
Don't
Temperature
start with me.
rising.
Don't, where are your thermometers?
Oh, Grant, take your temperature right now.
Take your temperature.
Hold on, let me put it in Celsius, you dingo.
Hey, Grant, here's the problem.
Why did I get out of that?
Here's the problem, Grant. You hit the table so hard, you knocked out my headphones. But now we're live, so I need you to crawl under the table and find them because I can't hear shit when I am plugged in.
Oh my God.
Those giant ham hocks you call hands shook the very foundation of this 5-story building. And as you can see, I'm plugged in.
Oh, there you go.
But I can't hear anything.
Can you
so.
turn him up, Joe?
It's not a volume issue.
I know.
It's the fact that you shook the ground that is made out of cement and knocked out my headphones. So please, I'll leave some sanitizer for you.
Do we know where that leads to?
But no, actually, don't touch that. Can't hear anything. I feel like I'm.
He's not over here.
I can't hear.
Oh,
anything.
he's not?
Yeah. It's real shitty.
See you guys later.
I'll see you, buddy.
Just take Grant's headphones.
Good luck, Grant.
I'll just take yours.
Let's see
Yeah.
when you get
Let's
back,
all
buddy.
swap headphones.
Yeah,
How about that?
Hey, let's play the game of swap the headphones.
Grand
Hey.
This is a good
under
time.
the table.
This is a good time to be swapping headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
microphones,
Where are the wipes?
Microphones, headphones.
Kleenex,
Where are the wipes?
Spit.
handkerchiefs.
I have so much space.
Yeah, really, some room to really explore the space, Ellie.
For the space, LA.
That was fun. I really enjoyed that last combat that we did in the last episode. That was a lot of fun.
You didn't seem like you're enjoying
Yeah,
it at all.
did you?
There's no
All
reason-
evidence points to the contrary.
No, I think it was the best combat in the history of any show that we've ever produced, both in quality, content, and in joy experienced by me.
Fish on.
Look at this mess.
Grant, you're ripping the DI box off the table.
For those at home, Grant is under the table.
Yes, and dreaming.
And we're just seeing wires being like pulled down.
Who is licking my foot?
Sorry. It's Grant.
That needs to go into whatever adapter.
This is an utter mess.
truly
This is good
amazing.
content.
All for a bit.
This
I
is
mean,
Sorry, so no.
it's just amazing. He had to hit the table so hard
Think of how
to have a
strong.
wire
No, he does.
40 feet away become unhooked.
Well, this is
It
part
does
of
need
the.
Anne's got one on her desk.
This is part of the thing. I think we need.
How did we lose an adapter for the plug that was just unplugged?
It just
Don't question Grant's
dissolve.
brute strength.
This is the thing. We need a solid oak table, like
Yeah.
because we're using these like bingo tables.
They are bingo
They're bingo tables.
There
We
are
need
some-
like
yeah.
we're it's like sitting in a
We need
church rec room, like a church basement.
Yeah.
We need a solid, custom-made oak table.
We can go to IKEA and make an IKEA
Not
hack.
IKEA. We need a good table.
a good table.
You've seen my table at home. It's like this cool Viking table, though.
I mean, if a Viking wants to come in here and make a table, would be wonderful. But that's a different thing than going to
That got
IKEA.
you.
and
No,
picking
that is
some
an
piece of-
IKEA
No,
table.
no, no.
That is-
Sorry. I've just never seen anything like this. Grant's hammocks. I mean, you broke an adapter in half, like a metal adapter.
across the table.
I actually think what happened is that someone kicked out at the cable when I slammed down, and that
Clearly,
yanked on it.
Yes, it was.
Out of-
It's just a coincidence.
It was.
I'll let you know if the audio comes back. But
Joe, you should pull some more slack on that extension.
I wish there was some.
There's no slack. Yeah.
All right, I got a little bit. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to start hearing stuff in a second. But
no,
I'm
definitely not. But I want to talk more about this Viking that's going to come create a table for us.
Are they going to cross space and time?
Oh, I'm back. I'm back on the phone. Sorry.
Also, I want to say, I'm glad you're back. But Vikings, like when the first thing you think about Vikings is not craftsmanship, like quality craftsmanship.
Well,
Unless
They mostly-
they're ships.
Well, if they want to build a longship, like that would be amazing. But it's like they mostly like went out and stole other people's stuff rather than
on
making
their-
it themselves.
on their big ships
Right.
that they built. They're
Is
like
there anything else you can
beautiful.
name that like they would
Ships.
build?
You're right. Actually, I did
Boats.
visit. I did
Ships,
visit.
boats. That's two things.
I did visit Old Uppsala, which is this big spiritual Viking hellhole.
Leave it alone, Joe.
And
Hellhole.
there is, I mean, like for their, like it's pretty cool actually. It's all these king graves, and no one is listening to me because
I'm
King
listening.
Graves,
I'm
King Graves,
listening.
King Graves.
Listening.
but like there's very little. So I always expected it to be like really cool, like Viking ruins, but turns out everything is like no, that was 1,000 years ago. It's all gone because it was built with wood. So it's not much left.
There you go. Viking craftsmanship doesn't last.
It's not
Yeah.
like the pyramids, or
Right.
like the Ishtamak 1 million.
Yeah, the million-year-old
The
office
plastic.
I
cubicles.
looked up plastic has a decomposition of 1,000 years, so yes, plastic would have been gone.
Wow.
Way to ruin the fantasy.
And this is why the Vikings can't win a Super Bowl.
That's right.
Wow.
Not built to last.
It's good you were right about the Vikings, though. They just plundered everything, so
That's what I'm saying.
you were right.
But thank you.
Okay.
No, not a bad. I mean, they had a great strategy. They
No.
they did real good for like a
Well,
few hundred years.
Yeah.
And then the Christians came.
The Krishnas?
Christians came.
Oh, Christians. Yeah.
George
You know,
Harrison.
the Crusades, the big one.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember them.
The big one.
The big one.
Yeah.
Well-
Whatever happened to the Christians? I don't know.
I have nothing to say.
I feel like,
I'm like,
I feel like we would have heard about them.
yeah.
We're-
You think they're just in the historical record and then they just vanish.
They vanish off the
They're
face
like
of the earth.
1920, they're just gone.
I have a fourth glass, by the way. It's Grant's glass, and it's the same liquid Troy is drinking.
See, you thought I was joking last time when I said don't touch our fucking glasses. I wasn't, DiLorenzo. Those are our glasses. You had a glass.
You have it.
I grabbed it.
Well, he took it because she had
You're
all the
breaking
other ones.
your own rule.
I did it to prove a point.
I have skids.
Exactly.
Don't touch my glass.
I took a nobody glass.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, actually, that's mine, Sydney. I had to bring my own blank glasses because I don't have a name glass either.
Whoa.
David, are these actually your glasses? I feel left out. I own no glasses here.
Well,
I should
Carrie-
buy.
Well, I
should
mean,
bring
they're
my
not
own.
they're not nice.
No, I should bring my own though. and
Carrie
then-
gave us these, so she might give.
I mean,
Guys,
no,
can we
that-
stop talking about glasses for 2 seconds and talk about plates?
Wow.
feel like we
No.
should talk about plates. I got my headphones are all fucking cattywampus. I'm getting some audio, no audio. I want to rip this set apart and burn this place to the ground right now. This is so bad. When I can't hear stuff in my headphones, it just ruins the whole adventure. It's almost as bad as like having a monster appear in a map when it fucking shouldn't. But no, this is fun to feel like I have fucking vertigo as I'm going in and out of one headphone. So I hope your bit was fun. I'm glad that this is all working so well. Let's just talk about this fucking adventure because I am about to lose my mind with how shitty this operation is. What happened, Les Depp?
I can't
even use the
remember.
headphones. I'm not using the
I can't
headphones
remember.
anymore. We fought the scavenger slime. You beat it. It was such a badass creature. It came out of the wrong door, and you took it to town. Not you.
Yes, I did.
Mostly you.
You did some good damage.
She did some good damage.
I
did
can't even see you.
1 point of damage, Lavelli.
That's right. Well, it took you until you got somebody else's weapon to be able to do any damage.
That was fun.
That was so much fun.
That was cool.
It's a good move.
That was cool.
Soldier to soldier. I love the toss the gun moment in the
Yeah.
movie. In the
Yeah.
movie, this is like gun comes flying through the air, grab it right on the.
Yeah.
It was
Grip,
like
turn, shoot.
I have a drop that
You do?
What that moment was like.
I'd like to keep this handy.
Close encounters.
Heard that.
Heard that.
True classic. You dispose of this monster, who was the boss of Book 4. And now you've beat Book 4.
What?
What? That was it?
Oh.
No, he's not.
I'm
God, you're
just...
full. You are full of it.
Yeah, lies.
You're the GM. What you say is gospel.
I guess that's true,
I've
guys.
rewritten the book. Not only was he the boss of Book 4, he was the boss of the entire adventure path. His name was Stellan Degenerator. And upon defeating him, he explodes, destroys all of you and what's left of the Kish civilization.
Stellan.
Dang.
Degenerator.
Stellan, yes. Degenerator.
Well. I see you've arrived. He's got a long mustache.
You defeated me in 8 rounds. Well done.
It's just somewhere like on the side of the ooze, the mustache. Yeah. A hand pokes out.
It's like oddly floating.
The mustache travels.
You'll have to face my companion now, Neon Gren.
No, I'm gone. You beat it. It was not a particularly tough battle. I don't think anybody took any crazy damage because you were able to corner it. Even though it jumped out to attack you, you all closed on it instead of using your ranged weapons. And that, although putting yourself in the face of danger, helped you in the long run. So you're able to dispose of it. You now have this multi-chambered room here. What's going on? What are you guys talking about? Obviously, there's slime all over the floor. There's unexplored rooms. You probably expected danger.
Yeah.
Did you expect this kind of danger?
No. I expected the Kish that were guarding this place to be more vigilant at every entrance and exit.
Perhaps
I don't know
they're
why
not aware of this particular ingress and egress.
Perhaps this monster scared them off. By the way, thank you. And she hands back the gun. And
Any time.
and then she wipes her battle ribbon from the slime.
Wipes the slime off it.
Wipes the
Roll
slime.
a fortitude save.
No, I already did that.
No, I'm kidding.
Dax reholsters the sonic pistol.
Can we salvage anything from the ooze?
Does the ooze have all the guns that were missing from that locker?
It was made out of the guns.
Maybe.
It did fire one of those weird, very strong guns at
Oh,
us, so I
right.
can only imagine. Can I do a perception check? Or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
Yeah, let's all
Shouldn't
do
have
that.
asked. I should have just waited till you gave it to me.
No, but that would have been awesome, though. Oh, 29.
Okay,
Ooh, I
more
think that-
interested in Sydney's roll.
Oh,
She came up with a cool idea.
well, sorry. I
I
thought
think
we
it beats mine. Wait, where's perception on Starfinder?
You're going to let me down.
Found
Oh, it's
under
down here.
skills.
18.
18. Yeah, it looks like this slime has collected a number of things in its time, perhaps in this part of the foundry or at least in this room. Not all of them appear to be in working condition, but some of them are. There's an armor upgrade that looks very similar to the haste circuit armor upgrade that one of you has.
No, PG had it.
So you've seen it before, at least. You now have another haste circuit armor upgrade.
Oh, sweet.
Yay. Oh, I really want that.
you have this artillery laser that it did not get to use, but it looks to have been from the previous era of Kish. So an ancient, but not archaic weapon. Whereas the Kish are using archaic weapons. This thing is out of space and time. It has 16 charges remaining. A plasma rifle, also from the previous civilization, with 20 charges remaining. And a twin crossbow. Like a twin like a Chewbacca crossbow, but
bowcaster?
Double.
Bowcaster.
Yeah. In this case, it's a bolt caster. I'll just tell you, it's a foundry flux artillery laser that functions as a Aphelion artillery laser. That should be on your sheets. A foundry bloodlight plasma rifle that functions as a Red Star plasma rifle.
Oh, wow.
And the foundry twin bolt caster functions as a dual cross bolter. So 3 pretty cool ranged weapons.
That's cool.
And it was the Red Star plasma rifle that can shoot in a line. So if you line people up the right way, it can be pretty badass if that's your weapon of choice.
Which one had the artillery property?
The artillery laser, the Aphelion artillery laser.
Is that something that would be like in our sheet?
Yeah, Aphelion.
Okay.
I might be mispronouncing it.
All right, I'll look it up.
That is from the core rulebook, Aphelion. These don't look like they would accept your modern day batteries. They have charges remaining, but Dr. Frisch, you feel like you could probably, with some time, fix them.
Fabricate. I could fabricate something like that might fit in there.
Yeah, it would take some time, but you would be able to, when these charges ran out, find a way to use your modern batteries. Your more modern batteries.
Shall we roll off for the haste circuit?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Hells.
Who's rolling off?
Dude,
Everybody?
this weapon
I'll roll
is
off, why not?
sick.
The artillery laser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
What's the deal?
I never got to use it because,
You
I
died.
because I died. Mostly because I died, but it just wasn't. It's better from range. I thought I wanted to use the plasma rifle to try and hit multiples, but I mean this thing is pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a level 9 weapon.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
14,000 credits. Ooh. It does 3d8 damage.
Oh, damn.
What is it? A long arm or
It's a heavy weapon.
That's all. Well, either one of you, honestly.
yeah?
Certainly Dax.
Dax.
I mean, I'll roll off on
Well,
it.
who wants to roll off for the haste circuit? Raise your hand.
I want to.
That's everyone except Dr. Friss.
Yeah, Friss. It
Friss,
wouldn't.
why don't you want it?
I mean, I would like it. If Friss would like it, but it would be better suited for basically anyone else. Because I'm not going to do multiple attacks or anything like that. So.
Okay. And you want it even though you wasted it on your character that is now gone. I'm just asking.
We don't know that, Troy, and also that
we
was
do
like,
know she's
No,
gone.
she's
we
definitely
don't
gone.
know.
Yeah,
if
I
it's-
remember when
but
she
it-
left.
It was not a wasted though. I used it so many times. It was amazing.
Dude, you were very good.
That's true.
Did you just roll?
No,
Joe?
that was a D100.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about not rolling because I do have a little haste option. It's worse than a haste circuit, but so-
it's not a haste circuit.
no, I have a necrograph, like a haste necrograph thing.
Oh.
So I won't roll on it. You
No,
guys roll
but
on
it makes sense for Dax to. Isn't like you
Yeah.
should.
You're right. I'm gonna roll on it.
Yeah.
All right, so
What if I get that natural 20?
Dr. Friss, if you tie and you're the highest number, you can roll again. If you tie with low numbers, you don't get to roll again.
You're still out.
You're out, Tom.
You're on top.
Well,
All right, let's start with.
Looks like we're down to Grant and Matthew.
Donovan.
11.
Grant Bergs.
That's great.
12.
Ooh, let's go in order.
How about I go?
Got
13.
I'm gonna save Callum for last. What do you got there, Krez?
I'm out, Tom. Natural 2.
Oh, Callum, can you beat a 13?
absolutely not.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Oh my God!
Wow.
With a
13. Get ready for 2 ace circuits.
13.
Wow, what a jerk.
It is Friday the 13th. How
It is.
appropriate.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Can I-
AC McGee over there.
Can I also tell you, Troy, not only did you pronounce Aphelion correctly, it is the point in the orbit of a planet, asteroid, or comet which is furthest from the sun.
Oh,
So it's an amazing, really cool name for a weapons
That's
company.
cool. That's
Yeah.
dope.
That is really cool.
And then it comes in on its enemies, destroys them.
3d8.
do you guys think the research, like the writers of Starfinder, ever like like looked up space stuff?
That is a great question.
What are you, stoned?
What's that you're eating?
Yeah, what are you eating?
I want that.
Chocolate.
Share.
Yeah, what else is in there?
Yeah, exactly. Chocolate infused with.
I think you may have hit on something there,
We all
Sydney.
cope the ways we can.
And your hot tea. I love it. I love it.
Hot tea and Amsterdam chocolate.
Is that is that ayahuasca in that teacup? Are you tripping on a vision quest right now?
I'll never tell.
I don't think she'd be asking about if they looked up space stuff if she was tripping on ayahuasca.
I think I would be very quiet.
She's just beginning the journey, Matthew.
Hey, Sid, you got any more of those chocolates?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you actually do.
Oh, wow.
That's all you had to do was ask kindly?
And you're actually sharing them?
If only I would have known.
Weird.
In this climate?
In this climate, with your hands.
No, you should definitely
I'll eat it later.
milky products on air. It's good for the voice.
That's really good for the vocal cords.
Is this a better voice?
Here's
Do
the
you
thing.
like this voice?
As you are exploring the remains of this creature as it just kind of deflates and all of the pieces that it accumulated fall out, and you sift through the ones that seem to be useful, you all feel a little bit spunky, like something just happened. Maybe it was Captain K's amazing leadership, or just watching this new team come together in a new place.
Might have been the thrown pistol.
Might have been the thrown
through
pistol.
the air.
You all feel so super fucking inspired. You level up.
I knew it.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say we get sick. And I
You
was
all-
like, come on.
Yeah.
He said spongy.
Buggy. I was
When
like,
you
what
said
does that
spunky, I was like,
does that
oh, gross.
mean?
Like, feel something's off.
dirty?
Hey,
Sore throat.
so
Spunky's
we're
good.
so we're not gonna roll in the artillery laser, or you're just gonna take it as well?
Well, I'll let you choose. You can either level up or backtrack and deal with something we could have dealt with after the level up. What would you like, Ellie?
Never mind.
What would you like, Eleanor?
Totally up to you.
I have a chocolate heart, so you can't touch me.
There you go.
Oh,
That's true.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
That is the
What happens with stamina when you level up?
it all goes away.
David, what happens with stamina when you level up?
It just goes up.
You lose what you had, though.
Oh, as in, does it refresh itself?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
No, I think we
I think
think it
that's
does.
more of a house rule-y kind.
Yeah, when you level up is more of a house rule thing.
Am I
Yeah.
still sick?
Yeah. In fact, you're sicker. No, you're just sick. I think your maximum goes up on everything, but you don't automatically refill. That's what I'm deciding right now in the moment.
So if I had 40 stamina, I stay at 40 stamina no matter what my maximum.
Right. If your max goes up to 60, you're still at 40 out of 60. If your hit points were 40 and now your max goes up to 60, you're 40 out of 60.
okay. So I need to. Okay.
You need to figure out some shit, but let's talk about this level up. Yeah. Did you guys get some cool thing? Was this 8th level now?
Yeah.
8th level, dude.
8th level, not too shabby. At 8th level, you can see monsters appear on the map before they're supposed to appear in the game.
My God.
Never gonna.
He's never gonna drop it.
Really
It's
cool.
gonna be 2 months from now, and he's like, haha, remember when?
It's the one thing I don't like about Starfinder, that they added that as an 8th level power that you get.
You see the monster before.
If I were to, I've been meaning, it's not a letter to Paizo, that I really don't like that they added that power. Grant, let's talk about 8th level Solarian. You know who's not an 8th level Solarian and never will be?
Oh.
PG.
I knew it was
Oh, that's brutal.
Sips from his LA cup.
Hey, know someone who's never gonna be like a cool level 8 person? Troy. Wait, and I'm drinking from Grant's glass. Damn it.
Nailed it. You are a true performer.
One of a kind.
Is that John Gielgud over there? Can't see too well. The way that he performed. Grant, tell me about the 8th level.
I'm going to skip over all the flim flam and the useless stuff like your base attack bonus and your
Right.
hit points. I'm going to get straight to the juicy stellar revelation I
me the
unlocked.
juice.
Oh.
You like
We're
the juice?
talking defy gravity.
Stellan revelation.
Defy gravity.
Did he teach you something in his final moments?
The name Stellan.
Stellan.
Revelation.
My brother, Stellan
I'm
revelation.
from Akiton.
From Akiton.
I can defy gravity now. As a move action, I can fly up to my speed, but I must end this movement on solid ground or I fall.
What?
You can fly?
You just have jump jets for free, but they're better than jump jets?
I move the power of the universe, the mysteries that weave us all together, the unexplainable, which some call the unexplained and others call God himself, to make me fly.
So you're like Captain Marvel. You're just like zooming through space
Yeah, but I think...
with a mohawk.
Except he has to land every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Just like
That's the one downside. Just like
It's actually a lot more like being like old school action comic Superman, because he could jump over buildings, but he couldn't fly.
In a single bound.
Yeah, in a single bound.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm glad we started with you because everything is going to be downhill from here.
Definitely worse
You know
than
what? Let's
that.
go right to Linnea.
No.
Linnea, what'd you get at 8th level? 8th level soldier.
Can you calm the fuck down?
Do you have a fighting style? What's your fighting style? It's a battle rose, or what is it called?
It's
Flower,
you'll
right?
probably find out more soon. I don't want to reveal too much because then you're gonna read up on it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's thrilling.
No, I got.
Let's hold it off until the climax of book 6 to find out what basic fighting style your character is.
It's strength. It's but no.
Strength style.
Wait, hold on a second. I have a serious question. I have a
Sorry,
serious
sorry.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
My primary fighting style is it's blitz. It's blitz as well.
It's blitz. Okay.
Really?
That's a great yeah song.
But I'm strong.
so messed up.
My main key focus is strength. I assumed yours was dex.
That's really messed up.
Why? It's the one that makes the most sense.
It's messed up.
All right. Well, tell me about 8th level blitzy.
We got a new combat feat.
All right.
Laugh at danger.
Ooh, I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yep.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yep. That's what I'm
So
gonna
tell
do.
me how this works mechanically. It sounds cool.
I laugh in the face of peril, inspiring my allies to keep fighting.
Whoa.
Nice.
As a reaction, when I take hit point damage from a significant enemy, you can grant allies within 30 feet a +2 morale bonus to AC until the end of your next turn.
That's great.
A little envoy in there. It's a little bit of your mom, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
I can just see her
that.
like she's getting more and more like, the more damage she takes, she's just like, go for it, go for it. Ah! And then like
It boosts
everyone-
all your
yeah.
allies.
Wow.
Cool.
You can
Very
take,
cool.
You can take the McCullen out of McCullen, but you can't take the Donovan out of McCullen. Am I right?
Wow.
She got it because that was her messed up backstory. Anything else?
I think it was pretty boring otherwise.
All right. Well, no, I thought it was pretty cool. I like the idea that as a flavor thing, I don't know if you intended to do this, but it's like you're your mother's daughter. This is what she would have done.
Yep.
The whole time we're talking, I'm just doing this to try and get my headphones to work. And it's funny because the rest of the night until tomorrow, I'll be angry about this. But Skid, what did your character level up on as I grind my fingers into my thighs?
You want mine?
I took a level in biohacker.
Did you really?
I did.
Wait. What? This is amazing.
Yeah. This is a new class
Yeah.
from the character operations manual.
Yeah.
David, did you know this?
I knew this, yeah.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch!
And there is a lot of stuff that is changed, like new stuff like that. Basically, it really fits in with Friss and like his backstory and everything. Like it is a class that is focused on the enhancing and altering physical attributes of biological beings. And I think it's something that he ties into his discovery of the enhancement modules on this planet.
Mm-hmm. In the House of Renewal.
Yeah, in the House of Renewal, like this kind of sparked this interest in him. So there, like he gets a custom module, a scanning module that he can use to give different boosts or debuffs to allies or enemies, respectively. There's different injections that he can use, either remotely or bad range, like with an injection gun, or there's a lot of different stuff. It's ton of new mechanics. That
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, but.
Well, that's very, very interesting. I had no idea. This is a big surprise. I think that's really, really cool.
Well, I was initially, I was just going to take another level in operative, but it fit. And I don't think I would have, if this had existed when I made the character, I don't think I would have gone right into this, because you get fewer skill ranks per level than you do with an operative, because that was one of the main things about Friss, is like, I want him to be a polymath.
Yeah, you're really so low on skills right now. It's really,
but no, that's
a drought of skill ranks you have.
But that's like that. If I had chosen a low skill rank class initially, that just wouldn't have fit my concept. So I wouldn't have picked this if I was creating from scratch. But it works now
for a dip.
Really cool.
Well, and I was going to just add in, the really cool thing about it, though, is part of this, you pick like a field of study, which is kind of like the Blitz as a soldier or whatever. And like some are pharmacology, neurochemistry. And what's yours, Skid?
It's medical.
No,
what is it? Medicine?
The field of study. So you did genetics.
Yeah. Oh, genetics, right.
Right.
Which is like
so cool.
When I was reading the sheet, I was just like, wow, this is so perfect for a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, so you really got inspired by what you saw.
Yeah, and that was the inspirational moment, was finding that. And it really does, like, cool. it dials into his backstory too.
Sure.
So it's like, yeah.
And Linnea, I zip past you so fast. You joined this party in episode 96. You just leveled up. We haven't talked about your class. Do you want to talk about it? What class you are?
I'm a soldier.
You are a soldier.
Didn't we talk about it? I thought sorry.
I thought you were something other than a soldier.
I thought you were.
Because you were like, I'm not like Dax.
Well,
and yet you're a soldier.
I have an archetype, battle flower.
Battle flower. Okay,
Yes.
so you're a battle
So that
flower.
gives-
Archetype.
Yeah, so it gives me a couple of things that might come out. It's gonna come up, and I don't want to reveal too much because it's fun.
You already said too much.
There are certain things though that I really have to think about how to do because it's a little weird. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm no, it's very exciting.
Okay, well, we're
But I
excited to
did-
see
I
what
mean-
happens with you and your ribbon.
Yeah.
Dax, regale us with. So thank you, Anne. Regale us. with
Thank you, Anne.
stories.
By the way, before I go, I just wanted to say that before we got going tonight, there was a long period of like getting stuff together and testing everything, and nobody in here worked harder than Anne for the 2 hours before we went live. So thank you, Anne.
Thank you, Anne.
She was going nuts on the audio and the video and the OBS and everything, and so thank you very much. That was a lot of work while we were just goofing off.
And you also leveled up.
God, every RPG player loves leveling up. It's a favorite thing.
Nothing better.
So Dax is, he just sees his damage go up, which is so nice. I get another +2 on every hit to my damage, which is great across the board.
It's pretty good.
And then I've built him kind of around this feat, which I just love, that I mentioned before, which is, oh my God, of course I can't find it now. What is it? Adaptive fighting. So adaptive fighting, which allows him to, as a move action, take on a combat feat, and I have 3 that I can choose from, and there are different situations. I can get over difficult terrain, which I did in that one fight. I can blind fight if I need to, if that ever comes up, and I swapped one of those out. So now that I have the feat lunge, so that I can make my reach 10 feet for a minute. For melee attacks.
Minute.
Wow.
That's some lunge.
A whole encounter.
Now that's for a day.
Yeah.
For my 8th level feat, I took Versatile Fighting, which for the first time I get something that allows me to spend RP. So now I can spend a resolve point to use Versatile Fighting again in a day. So I could just keep using it over and over if I need to keep adapting to like rough situations and use feats that this extended combat feats that I don't really have access to.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's a fun one.
That's great.
Yeah, and then
it's a big level for you.
Oh yeah, big level. And then I'm at 80 stamina points, 60 hit points. He's just getting tougher and tougher.
Wow. All right, so
Really?
you finally
80
tanked it.
80? That's crazy.
And I feel-
80 stamina.
How the hell is that possible? Oh, you have a lot of con. Or-
Yeah, I have a decent amount of con. I have a 14 con, nothing too crazy.
Callum, you also came into this adventure around episode 96. We've seen some of your abilities. There's been some talk about who you might be. Do you want to talk about your class and talk about this level up?
Oh, I guessed it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Do you want to guess it?
I don't want to ruin it.
I accidentally revealed it when we did our interviews on the red carpet, and then people afterward were like, "Way to spoil it!" And I'm like, "You all knew, so what was the point?"
Right.
I didn't.
Who else has sliced reality?
Right. Like, do you want to guess?
No, I don't want to guess. I want you to reveal it still. But I did go up to Troy when Dax and Qualo were about to fall to the floor, and I was like, "Is Sydney this?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "You have to tell me because I need to make a backup." And I'm like, "Okay." So
okay.
But I guessed.
Yeah. So Callum is a witch warper, which was
There you go.
also you knew
What?
you interviewed me for the red carpet.
You spoiled it in the red carpet. It was so silly.
Whatever.
What is a witch warper?
What is a witch warper?
Well, Matthew,
It's pronounced witch warper.
That's how the Italian.
a witch warper. Witch warper.
That's
It's one of
I
the
grew
new
up on the shore.
classes. It's also one of the new classes like biohacker. So when I said this on the red carpet interview, but when I was making Callum, my original idea was to just have like a really powerful kid. I just wanted a kid with uncontrollable power, and I wanted a Solarian, but there was PG and there was Qualo, and I'm like, that's 3 too many Solarians. That's a lot of power. And then I completely forgot, and Troy pointed out, he's like, why don't you do one of the new classes because they're sick? And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So I did go with Witch Warper. 7 was a great time to come in. 8th level, you don't get much. But he's already really freaking powerful, so I didn't expect to get insane spells or anything. But one of the feats that I had chosen, this was a plan for him from the beginning, is Shadow Infusion. So he's got ties to the Shadow Plane. And
Go on.
We're big fans of the Shadow Plane.
Oh, are you?
If you were caught up on the Glass Cannon
I'm not.
podcast, you'd know that.
Don't look at me, man.
My wife and I are going there in August.
Are your tickets still okay? You should check.
You're
I
taking?
should.
Are you doing a
You're
cruise?
taking Archer
You're
to the
taking a
Shadow Plane?
cruise, aren't you?
Cruise to the Shadow
No,
Plane.
they take kids to the Shadow Plane in August. It's the best time of year.
The cruise. Did nobody tell you? Yikes! Did you not hear?
God, I'm so stupid right now. Is there a place called Shadow Plane as well in America, or are we just making a bit?
It's
There
right
could
next
be.
to Mohegan Sun.
We are making a bit.
It's where it would be if it exists.
We should have kept this. bit
Brad
for another
Paisley
10
is-
minutes.
is
We
playing.
really should have.
Yeah, you should have just been like.
Yeah,
wait,
Joe, you threw in the towel way too early. though.
Just Googling away.
The shadow plane is what Spirit Airlines
No.
flies on.
Oh my god!
That's the main airplane on their
Well,
fleet.
we lost another sponsor.
To be fair,
Sorry, Spirit.
That's
you
what I'm
have-
willing to lose.
You have funny names in this country, though, so it could have existed.
That's
It
true.
probably does
like,
somewhere.
like Martha's Vineyard. Yeah.
That is a
Martha's
an
Vineyard.
example, great example of a funny name in
It's
America.
a ridiculous name.
Martha's Vineyard. Who's Martha?
It's ridiculous.
Why is she growing wine in the silent?
Where'd you get this
Where'd she get that vineyard from?
in Massachusetts?
Who does she think she is?
What's her deal?
And also, is she related to the woman who went to jail because of
Martha
tax-
What?
Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, is she
Pfeiffer.
Martha Stewart's
Hold on,
sister?
again,
Why do
again.
they have the same first name?
Again, we're having
What's
the-
happening in this country?
Why is she in ownership of the vineyard?
I don't understand. Did she forfeit ownership of the vineyard when she got arrested, or her
Again,
sister did?
I
Who has the same first name?
Ellie, you're on to something.
Oh my
There's
god.
something with the first names that you are onto. There's a connection somehow.
There's definitely a connection there.
I just so you know, that's where my head is.
Good to know.
Yes.
Yes, the Shadow Plane is an all-inclusive resort chain throughout the
But
Caribbean.
you said it in such a like.
No,
you said it
yeah.
In the
It's
Caribbean.
sandals, and then it's the Shadow
And
Plane.
the Shadow Plane.
The Shadow Plane.
Right.
A bunch of islands owned by the
Did you go
U.S.
all inclusive?
I just didn't want you to feel bad.
Oh yeah, all inclusive.
all because the drinks pay for themselves.
You gotta go to the swim up balcony. We really could have kept this going for a lot longer.
Are you going to go to the casino in the Shadow Plane?
Oh, yeah, you gotta go on Wednesday night. They have big discounts.
$5 Shadow Blackjack tables?
Shadow
I looked up Shadow Plane USA just to see if there was a place, and of course there's a bunch of Google images of the shadows of planes on land, and I don't know why.
In America.
So funny
I gotta say, based on how tame that is, you just won that Google search.
You totally
it could have shown up a
Could
lot
have been
worse.
some weird stuff.
A lot worse.
Anyway, so
Yes.
Callum's got a connection to the Shadow Plane. He's
Sure.
going there in August, and
It's got a hookup.
he's got dark vision, which seems small.
Oh, but
What?
it didn't happen.
No, that's
But
huge.
it's huge.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think he had this from the beginning, and I'm just a dummy because as a Verthani, he has low light already as a race trait.
Okay.
But with this shadow infusion, you gain low light and dark vision. And I didn't realize that he also gained dark vision. I thought
Okay.
it was like, oh, he's got low light. Well, he already had that.
Maybe his vision isn't as good.
yeah,
And
it's
also,
blurry.
it would have showed up, I think, on your special abilities.
What's weird is it doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah, it just says the Verthani race trait as low light. It doesn't say like plus your dark vision. So it might have been my mistake, but upon rereading and looking through my feats, I was like, hell yeah.
That's great.
Which is great. It can be immensely helpful. It's so annoying to constantly cast dancing lights.
Are you 60 feet worth of dark vision?
60 feet, yeah.
Can we still cast the dancing light?
I can do it for you.
Thank you.
Anything for you, Kreska. Other than that, just the usual pluses to things, and then I think 2 new spells, which I'm not going to talk about because maybe they'll come into play.
Ooh, pretty sweet. Like a new level of spell, or just more spells in the levels you're going to cast?
More spells in the levels.
That's still pretty cool.
It's cool.
So the Witch Warper is
Witch
a
Warper.
caster
Which warp?
that deals with reality, like breaks in reality and that kind of thing.
Yeah, their spells, like, they're super cool. What's the issue is because they're low level spells, it's only up to 3rd level right now. The damage isn't great. Like, the effect is really cool. And the wording of the spell is super cool. It's like you open up a dimension.
Dude,
like,
the reality slice thing was
1,000
awesome.
That was cool.
one of them is like
And then I
1,000.
was like, 1 point of
I know.
damage.
Well, that was also my
Spell sucks.
shitty rolling, but it's like 1,000 needles from a needle dimension come through, and I'm like, what does that mean?
The needle dimension.
The needle dimension. So it's super cool stuff.
I like it. I think that's everybody. So, what do you guys want to do? Oh, hey, Matthew.
Oh, hey, Grizga.
What did your character get?
Not much, really.
Oh,
No, honestly.
can you tell us?
You should just skip.
just make
Matthew.
something up.
Come on.
Make it out live.
Make it
Lie to Troy.
mystical.
What happened to your saving throws?
I did get a little bit
Maybe-
close to my
maybe-
saving
Are
they
throws.
better?
You're right.
Maybe
I
we're
should have
all-
looked on the bright side.
Maybe her heart expanded and it revealed something inside of her.
Your heart grew 3 times that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should have a doctor look at that.
Yeah.
You're telling me an 8th level mystic, nothing cool?
You get your channel skill boost bonus goes up.
Yeah,
That's it?
Nothing cool.
And I got another 3rd level spell.
Oh,
That's cool.
Well, that's big.
And you're a good spell picker.
Yes. And David, I should tell you, it's not the one I put on my character sheet.
Okay.
I changed my mind.
Classic
Fine. This will be a
Catholic.
surprise.
Wait, we can do that?
No.
No.
Not
No, I
yet.
changed my mind before we leveled up.
Sure. All right, never mind.
You said that with confidence, though. That I
You know,
was.
it's so funny when Ellie sent me her first
No.
idea. It was Linnea McCullen, a 7th level vanguard. And it wasn't until tonight that I realized that it was a soldier.
You're full
Of
of
course,
shit.
named
First
Linnea
off,
Donovan.
I've never sent him a sheet in my entire life.
Just the entire concept.
I just said,
Based on being
I said I played with the
Vanguard.
idea.
Which you told me to prep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, prep
I
Vanguard.
thought you were a Vanguard.
Vanguard would have been cool
What
too.
the fuck?
but-
Yes, I did. Okay,
So wait a minute. Did you think about doing Vanguard, then you changed your mind, did soldier?
Troy.
But you-
Okay.
I'm actually super.
6 months ago or something when
Why don't you
PG
take
was
some
on
time
the.
in Martha's Vineyard to clear your head? You're all over the place.
It's a great,
Martha's Vineyard.
it's a great time of year to go up there.
Is there actually a vineyard on Martha's Vineyard? I don't know this.
No, I did actually look.
I would love to
looked
go to
this
Martha's
up.
Vineyard with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's go.
Well,
You
let's
and
go.
me.
But I also want to talk about this Vanguard thing because
talk about
I thought that was a really cool concept and it would have been cool for Linnea as it's like a very tanky class. However, Vanguard seemed very complicated because they were talking about like thermodynamics. Not really my scene. So I was, and also when I made up my mind about Linnea, PG was also on the edge of like dying, so it was became like a Troy's like, oh shit, you're gonna die next episode. What's your backup? And I'm like, oh no, not yet. And so you said, do something easier, Ellie.
So you kind of rushed into it and you were like, sold.
No, but then I read up on Battle Flowers and I thought that was pretty cool, and then I think it makes more sense for her backstory. But also, I haven't sent you a sheet.
I think it's
Fucking
great.
liar.
I think you're great, and every decision you ever made is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the adventure. You
The
took
A-pizzle.
care.
A pizzle.
Back to the A-pizzle.
It's short for AP.
It really isn't.
You took care of this.
Dax
this
hefts
slime.
this new artillery laser he has.
Wait, can we talk about the guns?
I
real
want to
quick?
roll.
All right. This.
Oh,
the gun.
yeah.
Were any? My question was, were any of them small arms?
I don't. Maybe the bolt caster. No, I don't think so. Right?
No, the bolt caster isn't. The crossbow? No.
I think they're all long.
Never mind.
You have my semi-auto.
No, I don't care. I can't.
Or heavy.
I don't have long or heavy.
But you have my semi-auto pistol still.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Aphelion artillery laser. Who wants it?
Aphelion artillery laser.
Probably just Linnea.
I'm gonna roll for it because I can use it, but I would feel bad
But
about
you don't feel of yourself as more of a melee combatant.
I do,
being
but-
strength-based with a battle ribbon.
I do wanna, yeah, but I have pretty strong. I'm pretty good at sex as
He
well.
looks like a Muppet.
And you got the haste circuit. You got the haste circuit, so I feel like maybe I should get the artillery laser.
I'll roll for it as well.
Because she's gonna give it to Linnea if she wins. So you got to fight against two fronts, O'Brien.
No, if I get it, I'm going to make them compete for it.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
captaining.
really? Oh, I have
Fight to
some...
the death.
Not like that.
Right here, the
No,
slide.
Linnea can dance for Captain Kreska.
Was that?
That's a HR violation. Speak to Howie.
It'd be impressive.
Let's see what you got there.
All right, come on, Dax.
3 rolls.
I
Only
can't believe you
one
built a
shall win.
blitz soldier. That's so rude. Damn it.
Oh no!
Don't worry about it.
Poker faces.
Wait, no, sorry.
Wow, everyone
worry
rolled
about
low. Everyone rolled low.
I see a single digit over on.
I had
Single digi over that side, Zony.
What do you got?
a natural one.
Oh, Eleanor Di Lorenzo.
A 9.
Joey Jojo.
Oh my god, I can't.
Good luck with that encumbrance. With your battle flower.
What a dick.
So rude.
All right, you have enough. A Felion artillery laser with 16 charges remaining. Let's talk about the Red Star plasma rifle. Who can use that? I believe it's a long arm.
Long arm.
Long arm of the law. Who
That
wants it?
I don't have any interest in that.
I really want it. I wish I could.
Unless
It's a badass weapon, but
it is. What's its damage? I can look it up. What is it called?
Red Star Plasma Rifle is 1d10 electricity and fire.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's bulky, I
Pass.
think. It's very
It's
bulky.
unwieldy.
Yeah, it's unwieldy. PG had one as well.
I'll throw it in the trash.
throw it in the trash. Okay, dual crossbolter. That's 2d10 plus your strength mod.
Also,
Or
I'm
your
not
dex-
encumbered.
Dex mod.
I'm not encumbered at all, Dax.
Can I take it, even
dual
though I can't
crossbolter?
use it, and maybe I'll learn long arms?
Does anyone have a fight that they want to put up against that? No. All right.
The dual crossbolter. You mean the one that Linnea will get the best bonus on for
Yes.
damage because it's strength based
Oh, sorry.
and 2d10.
I
Is it
thought it was a
strength-based?
crossbow. Wait, what?
It is. It's a crossbow.
It's strength-based?
Do you want it?
Well, didn't you say it's plus your strength modifier, 2d10 plus strength?
No, I think I said that
yeah,
erroneously.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
Yeah, it's a ranged weapon.
It's not a composite longbow.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was like a. Okay, got it.
All right,
Yeah, so take that then.
There's a lot of shade being thrown at this table right now, and I just want to say I'm a little uncomfortable.
Ooh.
I think we need to clear the air.
Uh-oh.
Troy, what do you want to do? How should we clear the air?
I want you to talk about after I sent that email how you said, "Oh no, I found 3 of the receipts."
2. and later on we'll go. And then
I embellished for TV.
I'm going to go back and count the emails I got after I got of receipts that you sent after.
I just want you to admit
They're just
you were
really
wrong.
nasty.
Just-
I'm going to show you how I have to hunt for them and just guess at what the amount that you wrote on that
That
receipt.
sounds like a Matthew problem
I
to me.
just remember now when I used to watch late night TV while my parents would fight. They'd be upstairs and I'd be downstairs and I'd be afraid to sneak into my
God.
room because they were still yelling.
This is oversharing.
So it's.
Glad we cleared the air there, Matthew.
Yeah, wait.
I feel a lot better now.
For the record,
I need-
I did count after he sent the email just to see if I was off my rocker. I sent him a list of 17 receipts, and and there were 2 that I found, and the other 15 he sent.
Looks like the lady doth protest too much. We'll see you after
Methinks.
this ad.
Man, I want to hear what happened to the receipts.
Hello, America and other countries.
Good news.
So
Troy can
during the break, I ran and got some needle nose pliers
Oh.
to rip the thing that Grant ripped. Have you ever seen a headphone plug ripped?
Whoa.
Listen,
Like this?
You guys want to see a real world witch warper? That's what I do.
He tore the plug at the end of a headphone plug in half.
It's not a regular standard aux cable. It's a 1/4 inch.
I mean, it's
To be fair,
He
it's-
broke the
incredible.
adapter.
He
Poorly
broke the
made.
adapter.
By the way, there is something I want to talk about. We haven't talked about it, but Skid's hat.
Yes.
It's very pretty.
Let's talk
It's like
about
a,
it.
Thank you.
It's a newsboy cap.
he looks like a golf pro.
He's got some razor blades tucked into the brim.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, I'm a Peaky
Peaky
Blinder.
Blinders.
I'm
That's
from
right.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm a Birmingham Peaky Blinder.
I'm a fucking Peaky Blinder. Somebody
Peaky
out there.
Blinders, mate.
Do you guys ever watch Peaky Blinders?
I've never
I
seen
love
it, but I
that show.
imagine
It's
this
a
is the whole
great show.
Amazing show.
I would like it.
It's
Yeah.
real
I
good.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy's in it, so if you just like looking at beautiful people, you could just watch him
Yes.
forever.
You think
Yes.
he's beautiful?
He is
Are you-
gorgeous. Are you kidding?
Joe,
He is
come
such a
on.
hideous looking
Oh my
dude.
God! Come on!
He is
You're
so
wrong.
scary looking.
wrong.
He,
Joe.
hold on.
Oh my
From one
God.
Irishman to another, you should think that his blue eyes.
That should be what you aspire to.
His weird lips. He looks like a sucker fish or
He's
something.
beautiful.
Ladies.
He's so
He's
beautiful.
I think
gorgeous.
he's
He's
Ladies.
beautiful,
gorgeous.
beautiful
Come
human
on,
being.
man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And gentlemen.
He is gorgeous.
There is no lady or gentleman alive that would
Yeah.
deny that Cillian Murphy is the most
Okay.
physically attractive
Well,
creature
no.
in the history of sentient life on Earth.
I
I
back
think
it
we
up.
can all agree that Grant would take his temperature. Am I right?
Boom.
in
Elbow bump.
in his butt.
Yep.
Oh,
You got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
That's
said it
where we
out
take
loud.
the temperature.
Everybody kind of had it.
She got it.
But
Thanks.
You said it out loud. Really drove it
I
home.
was, I was glad you did that.
I will say
Show us
that
the mess.
Peaky Blinders also has one of the best cameos that I've ever seen in my life, and I won't give it away
Yeah,
because I didn't
know
know.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Wait.
I didn't know it was gonna happen. Well, we can talk
We'll talk
after.
about it, yeah.
But I was surprised by it, and it was one of the most glorious surprises
I
I've
mean,
ever had watching a show.
if you think Cillian Murphy's face is beautiful, you should see it.
All right.
I'm curious what's going to happen in this adventure.
right.
His
Next.
butt.
Guys, can we just relax for a half a second and play a little Starfinder the way it was written?
Yeah, I'd like to play.
I'd like
No.
to play.
Oh wait, hold on, really quick
I'd
before
like to
we
take my new Dax out for a spin.
before we play.
Yeah.
The crossbolter is just a dual crossbolter.
Yeah.
All right, I'm adding it. Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
can't use it. Use
That's
it.
fine. I want to carry it.
You've
It
ruined
looks
everything.
like a teen. I'm carrying it and don't know how it works. And I'm like, look how cool I look.
Classic
Like a
teen.
teen with a car.
Like it can't drive it, but I can sit in it.
What do you want to do in this room here? Obviously, there's you see down the corridor to the east here a couple of openings to the north and to the south, and then there is that door all the way to the east.
Let's clear out these rooms.
Let's look in the toilet room.
Yeah, Dax will walk up to the opening to the north just to look because it's the way we came from. So
Yeah.
he knows it's got to be a limited area. He's
Linnea
gonna
will go.
take a peek.
We'll cover him.
Okay, Linnea,
Another office.
get your back there. Yeah, it looks to be another office. Like maybe I don't know, it's kind of got to feel like it's just for one person.
Okay. I'll do a perception, just kind of looking around the room, see if I notice anything. 6.
6. Hey, you don't see anything.
Just trash rolling.
Kreska would like to check out this room, this little nook to the north with the little table and chairs.
Look to the north.
No, nook of the north.
Callum's there too.
Look to the north.
No, nook of the north.
29
Look in the
perception.
north. Look in the north.
All hail!
Look in the north. Look in the north.
That's so
We'll
good.
never finish this adventure.
we have got no actual
Never.
gameplay in either
All right,
of these
come
two
on.
There are
episodes.
4 pages in each book of the Adventure Path, and we'll never finish them.
Come on.
All right, so are you going to move your character there, or just play pretend here?
Callum's there too, just so
All
you know.
right, so you get up there and you look. Callum's there as well. Looks like
Like I'm
kind of
moving.
looks like a break room.
Like how moving my character isn't playing pretend.
No, it's not.
Play with the dolls.
Linnea, you can see where you're standing into that southern room. Looks like a meeting room.
Yeah, or like a cinema.
the true horror.
All right, I'm gonna do a perception.
And the bagels are stale.
28 perception. 26. Sorry.
Yeah, everything is just covered in slime, not unlike the slime on your battle ribbon.
How is it like easy to get it away from my battle ribbon? God, I can't speak English.
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Somehow.
you got there. You shake it off, and it looks like it's gone. You think?
All right. Fair enough.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? All right, I'll
these troubled
continue. I'll
times.
continue to the door and I'll listen.
You listen. Okay, roll a perception.
Ooh, 29.
Ooh, 29. You listen. You don't hear anything. The absence of sound.
Is Callum wearing armor?
Yes. Remember we had that.
Yeah, we
right.
gave him.
Yep. It was yours.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Right.
The tail was sewn up.
I had, right.
Tucked in.
Hey, Dex, you think we should investigate the next room?
Yes.
I can't hear anything, and I have very, very clear hearing.
Please go in.
We should proceed stealthily, if possible.
All right.
First,
I'll watch your back.
sorry. First, while this is happening, like he's gathering a sample of the slime to analyze.
Like
later.
Ray in Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
2.
it's like somebody blows their nose and you want to keep it.
You probably have a great sample library at this point, don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
He's hacking the shit out of that bio.
Yeah.
You don't need much. All right. I'm gonna stealthily open the door.
Roll a stealth check.
14.
14. Okay. You think you're pretty stealthy, and you pop open the door. It looks like a stairwell.
It's a stairwell. I'll take the lead, if that's okay with you, Captain.
Proceed.
Proceed. All right.
It's a narrow stairwell.
Are you mocking me?
Maybe.
Proceed. She turns around. Proceed.
Are you mocking me? Maybe.
Wow. What an asshole.
I hate when mom and mom fight.
Yeah.
All right, so you move in there. What do we got for party order here?
Linnea, Dax, Qualo, Kreska, Callum. Like it
And
says on the
Friss, where do you want to go?
Friss, he's gonna squeeze in between Kreska and Callum, if that's okay.
Totally cool. I'll take up the rear.
Oh, doctor.
He like dashes up with his little sample dish, tucking it into his.
Petri dish.
Yeah.
So, pardon me.
It's a very narrow stairwell, by the way, so eyes and ears open.
Yeah, you go about 15 feet up, and it starts to turn and go down.
Up a steep and very narrow stairway.
Go down.
We're going down, man.
We're going down.
Into the earth.
We're going down.
We're going down.
Oh my god. But you never were the bullet.
All right, I'll continue down, down, down.
Yep, you keep going
On the
down.
Lulu.
And it turns again and just wraps back around on itself
What?
until
Did we walk into an MC Escher painting?
Escher
I
painting.
couldn't think of it. MC Escher. Thank you, Grant.
until it appears on another part of the building.
Oh my god. Teleport.
Wow, a teleporting staircase.
Oh, I
Swam,
see.
swam, swam.
This is like The Sims. We're going down one level
One level,
to
yeah.
the basement.
You just click the down button.
We can do that in real life, too.
Yes, we can. And I will.
This is
All right.
like The Sims, that video game where you go downstairs into a basement.
That's what the whole game is based on.
And then you delete the walls.
That fantasy world.
There's so many scary games I've played where you have to go down in a basement.
We talked about how
Not The Sims.
Skid and I gave Matthew a room in The Sims once. And we forced him to use a restroom with floor to ceiling windows right by each.
Oh, but that
side
was
of
for
the toilet.
everybody. But yeah,
Oh, it
we
was?
had a how we did a when we were doing our extra life marathon.
Did you make all of you in The Sims?
Yeah, we're doing the extra life charity marathon.
Where
and we
is
played.
this?
I don't know if it's even on the internet.
Might be on
So
YouTube.
good.
But we made that was one of the stipulations of the house. So it was a bathroom zoo. So anyway, there was like clear glass walls for the bathroom, so everyone was fully exposed every time they.
And there was a bathroom in between the kitchen and the living room, so people would make a snack and walk.
They'd
in
have
on
to go
someone
through.
else.
Yeah, they'd have to go through the bathroom to get into
It's a
the kitchen.
railroad house.
Yes, and they'd have to walk through people using the toilet. It was
Oh,
great.
that's so funny.
Anyway,
Staircase turns around, and now
Yep.
it seems to be going back up again.
Wait.
Up a
what?
steep and very narrow
It
stairway.
went down and then up.
Yeah.
You gotta go backwards
Interesting.
to go forwards.
Interesting.
The snozzberries taste
really
like
hoping-
snozzberries.
I'm really hoping somebody's going to appreciate my musical theater.
Which
reference
what is
Nope.
it from? I couldn't tell.
From Chorus Line.
Oh, God! I hope I get it.
Exactly.
I hope I get it.
You see it again.
Yeah, yes.
Got it.
Ends in a wall. Ignore that little piece of gold there.
Oh shit.
It wraps around again, and you can see that this seems to be an identical type situation.
All right.
The difference being when you get to the end of this wraparound staircase,
Here it is.
motherfucking door.
All right. So this this golden thing is not another monster you failed to hide.
No. Wow. How dare you?
No, that's the aura
Dare
of Dancing Lights.
How dare you?
All right.
Is it?
I will listen at the door.
It's the aura of my
of your
solar
Solarian.
moat. Yeah.
I lied to you.
No, another natty 19. Jesus, 29.
19, you listen. You don't hear anything. It doesn't sound like the hallway. It sounds like a larger room. You can sense that difference from having just listened at the doorway before you get to the stairwell. This is a larger room. What little absence of sound there is.
Everybody
There's more
ready?
space.
Everybody ready? I think we have something larger coming up.
Ready.
I cock my gun.
Callum makes the noise of cocking.
Oh,
the gun.
you have the gun out?
No, sorry. It's much cooler to cock my gun than my battle ribbon.
I cocked my
ribbon. Whip your ribbon out.
I whipped it out, and it's 10 foot, so everyone gets pierced by it.
Hits me in the butt. Ow, my ass.
Slicing us all.
Let me just whip this out.
All right, instead of what I'm gonna do now, it's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna just flat out push open the door in a surprise attack.
Oh, all right.
The
Catch
door
it.
never saw what was
What are
coming.
you rolling? I see you
That's
getting ready to roll some. You want to roll a push?
a push,
Move.
strength, maybe an athletics check.
No, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
You just seemed like you wanted to roll, and I wanted to see what you wanted to roll.
Well, I just wanted to roll like cool.
Okay. Well, maybe you should read the core rulebook.
Do a cool check.
Yeah, what's your cool
Opening the door is just an action.
No, but how about kick open the door?
Whoa.
You break your foot. You see this hallway open up before you. It seems to stretch on and down.
Oh, boy.
Like it's on a decline?
No, just it extends to the south and then keeps extending to the west. To the north is only about 10 feet wide, but the southern part that's opening up is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 50 feet wide.
All right, Linnea will clear the room. We'll round the corner and clear that room quickly.
All right, so Linnea does the whole fists up, 5, hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Flips around and you see a very interesting sight here. Let me tell you what's going on. So you went down that set of staircases, you wrap back around, you open this door, and the southern half of this room, now that you've turned the corner, is divided into what looks like 2 metal containers that stretch all the way up to just brush the ceiling. There are large corrugated doors on the front of both containers that look to have been painted with crude symbols. And then the rest of the room just continues off to the west.
Maybe there are monsters in those containers.
Is that what you say
Yeah.
to your adult allies? There might be monsters in those containers.
All right. Maybe she'll phrase it like this. There might be something inside those containers.
Do they say dead inside?
Yeah.
It says ghosts.
The containers might contain something, you say.
Yes.
They're contained?
You're no better.
But whatever.
I was getting her back for that proceed comment she had before.
Fine. Well, I'll continue down with Dax to the west.
Okay.
Can we look at these containers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fritz.
let's take a look.
Let's examine the containers.
All right, so Linnea splits out to the west. Dax, you hold.
I'm going to move up to the door of that first container.
But don't open it.
What's Qualo doing? I want to give
Doing a
everybody-
perception on the containers.
Okay, and Callum, you're kind of hanging out there. Kreska,
Yeah.
you're pretty much right behind Dax.
wanna
Qualo
see what's inside.
splits out to the other container, and then Dr. Friss, what are you doing?
Friss is going to do a culture check on the symbols on the containers.
Okay.
30.
30. All right. It appears to be some sort of warning. Like whatever is in here is bad.
I told you.
Callum presses the button and opens it.
Callum
I'm
presses the
joking.
button.
No, wait.
Okay.
Friss says,
This is a warning not to disturb the Ark of the Covenant. And take back one Kadam to honor the Hebrew god whose ark this is.
Oh.
How many sides did you say?
So great with that
He's on
outfit,
Bellix.
too.
They're digging in the wrong place.
I am the monarch of the sea.
I am the ruler of the coup.
Qualo and Dax.
Bad dates.
Qualo and Dax, as Friss is examining these crude symbols, and Callum and Kreska are fanning out into the room as well, you walk up to each of the two sets of doors, and these are 15-foot wide corrugated doors. Roll perception checks as you're approaching them.
14.
14.
25.
25. Okay. So you get up to them and you see that they are slightly ajar.
I fucking knew it.
Close them. Close them.
At that moment, a couple of things happen. First of all, Linnea, you hear, oh no. And around the corner, coming at lightning speed towards you, is a large fucking fire elemental.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Bursting out of the doors towards Qualo is a giant mass of wind and a giant mass of water. And
Oh my
then
God.
Bursting out past Dax in Earth Elemental. It's a giant Earth Elemental.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh my God!
Elemental combat?
That's
With
so
all
cool.
what is this?
They just
Titans?
seeping out into the entire corridor here, and then
That is
the
wild.
fire elemental comes around from where Linnea was standing. Wow. These are 4 large elementals.
I deeply regret holding back the desire to ask for a 10-minute rest now.
Yep.
Why would you not ask?
You're too
Then why
busy
did you
rolling
ask?
for that
Because they
haste
were rolling,
circuit.
I was following Linnea. She was really sure about that door.
Oh, bullshit, Grant. Get that thermometer out of your asshole and focus on this game.
Ellie, clean it up. Dr. Friss, what do you got?
I got a 31.
30.
There you go, Doctor.
Duffy.
My friend Dr. Fries.
Linnea.
13.
Yes, that's you. 13 for Linnea. Qualo. 9. Dax, these Midnight Runners.
25.
25 for Dax. It's your whole new Dax.
Whole new Dax. Here he comes.
Dax. Callum.
I rolled a nat 1 plus 1, so that's a 2.
Same old Callum.
Wow, so
I don't know what.
Natural 1 again?
I feel
Yeah.
like
I'm changing die. Fuck
Yeah.
that die. New die.
Fuck that die.
Fuck that die.
that die.
What about you, Captain K?
17.
17. Okay, that's a good captain's roll.
It's about as good as I get.
These things just, obviously the one near Linnea just zips around the corner. The other ones just kind of materialize out of the cracks in these doors, and now they're in the middle of the fight. They are spread out throughout the room, but so are you. You guys are all over the place, and hopefully one of you will die. Let's start with round 1. Let's start with Dr. Friss.
Man. Okay, so Friss is going to. This is certainly not his strong suit, but he's going to try to identify these creatures.
Okay.
The one closest to him, he's going to try to identify it using his fledgling mysticism skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not going to be sufficient. So he's not sure what these things are. He's like, I've read the books, trying to wrap my mind around it, but I can't get it. And he is just going to try to do a trick attack. He is, well, let's see. I don't think he can get far enough away to avoid an attack of
Well,
opportunity.
they haven't, in terms of the round of...
Oh, they're flat-footed
Yeah,
anyway,
we'll
yeah.
say they haven't acted yet. They can't take their...
Okay.
Well,
Is that? I don't think that's a
that's
thing.
not
in
how it works in
Starfinder.
Starfinder. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
It depends if there was a surprise round or not, but since they were busting out,
Yeah, in
Yeah.
this case, so they are active. They're not flat-footed, and they can take the hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to try to do my sneak trick attack.
Okay.
That is a 27.
27 is going to be good.
Okay.
So, are you planning on attacking?
Yeah, I am going to do a debilitating attack.
All right, let's start with the attack of opportunity. Okay. This is the Earth Elemental you're shooting at here?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all friends here. It's an Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
It's an Earth element.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I want to take, again, this opportunity to say 3 of the founding members of Earth, Wind, and Fire went to my high school.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's legit, dude.
Yeah.
they are. No. Is that what I want? Yeah.
Yeah. April to September.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract. Sorry.
Wind and fire.
Just take your turn.
Sorry.
Oh boy, that's going to be a big old 34 to hit.
That is,
dear.
Was it EAC or KAC?
It was both.
We're having a good time.
So it just boom, slams down with earth against you, and you take 14 points of damage.
This is going to be bad.
I'm gonna die.
It's not good.
Okay, so he's going to squeeze off around trying to find a vulnerable spot. That should be a hit. That is a 20. That is a 26 against KAC.
26 against KAC is a hit.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
And he is, let's see. That's what's it?
Carried the
32 points of damage.
Whoa!
My God.
Fire damage.
Oh, it was fire damage.
Fire damage.
Oh no, not against an earth elemental.
All right. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So Frisk gets off a pretty great attack. He takes some damage, but he's able to lay out significant damage against this earth elemental. Where the hell did this come from? And why is it in the basement of the temple found? Keep moving along here. It is Dax's turn.
Does it appear that the fire had any effect on the creature?
Roll a perception check.
17.
It doesn't seem like it did any extra damage to it. It also seemed like it took all of the damage.
Okay. Dax is going to... He's going to fire twice with this thing.
Bold.
I love it.
Yeah. He's just going to point his gun at it and fire twice. And see if it does anything.
You got it.
Against which one?
Against the earth elemental.
Against the earth. Oh, yeah, because that's the one you're separate. Man, Qualo's in bad shape, and Linnea's not in great shape either.
Okay. Here we go. First attack. 22.
22 against.
EAC.
That is a hit.
Oh, beautiful, Daxy. There you go, bud. That's 21 points. Electricity and fire.
21 points, electricity and fire. Wow, okay, so you light this thing up as well.
Okay. Then I'll fire again. That is a 22 to hit.
That's
Same
another
thing.
hit.
And 21 points of damage. Oh, wait.
Nice.
I'm sorry. 23 points of damage. And the other one was actually 23 too.
Wow.
I forgot my new damage.
So between you and Frisk, you look like you've significantly chipped away at the chunks of earth on this thing. It is still standing, however. And now it is Kreska's turn. You took a full action. You can't move. Kreska, your allies here have done significant damage to this thing. It's pretty obvious.
First things first, I'd like to do a mysticism check.
Yeah, please.
That's a natty 19 for a 34.
What do you want to know and which one?
I'm doing it on the earth elemental. Or no, well, let's not do it on the earth elemental. Let's do it on one, because that one looks on it to be on its last leg. So let me do it on one of on the water elementals.
The water elemental, okay. 19 is pretty high. I'll give you a couple pieces.
I'd like to know if they're subject to mind affecting effects. And I'd like to know whatever Dr. Frisk needs for his trick shot, that kind of stuff.
What do I need more specific?
Level, CR.
Oh, separate.
Whatever Dr. Frisk would do his knowledge check for to learn. Do you need to know anything about them, or?
So it's too late, I think, for that one, but it would be a mysticism check for the rest of them.
For the water elementals.
Yeah.
David, elemental immunities.
Does not mention mind affecting effect.
All right, so this seems to be susceptible to mind affecting effects, and I'll also tell you it has DR5.
Okay, I will relay all this information over my comm unit to my allies, and then I'm gonna take a swing at the earth elemental with my Dashko.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a swing with my Vesk claws.
You son
What?
Oh, wow.
Vesk is never
Yeah.
All right, take a swingaroo.
then Kreska puts on the sunglasses.
Never on.
Get it?
Unfortunately, that's only a 12 to hit.
Oh no!
I rolled
No!
natural 3.
Man.
Magoo.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah.
And then I'll stay where I am.
You'll stay where you are. It is the air elemental's turn. The air elemental seems like feels like his buddy fire and his buddy water have things under control. So he is going to.
Oh man,
How do I?
this could get out of hand.
Yeah.
It's 6 against 4. We're fine.
He is going to just fly across the room, right up in Kreska and Dax's business.
Provoking.
No, they haven't acted yet in combat.
I have.
But that's not a thing in Starfinder, right?
What? No, it moved away from Linnea and Qualo, who haven't acted. Oh, but
That's not a thing in Starfinder.
Yeah, unless they were surprised. They're only if they were surprised they're
it's the
flat-footed.
same thing we just talked about.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So maybe
Oh man.
Free attacks! Hands off the chest piece!
No.
no.
It also depends what weapon they had out too. So
I think they both have their melee weapon.
they did.
I have a
did.
10-foot
Okay.
battle. No, wait, 3 foot. No, I forgot what it was. 10 foot. 3 meters. 10 foot. 10.
Let me think about this during this ad
Guarantee you it
break.
doesn't.
Oh, boy.
I need time.
We've lost Skid. Unfortunately, he is no longer with the podcast.
He's right there.
We've had a hell of a. Oh my God, he's back!
He's back, baby!
He's back. The air elemental is going to.
Run
It
right
just-
past Linnea.
Run out of the room. Just leave.
It starts turning itself into a miniature tornado, just this whirlwind that takes up.
No.
But you
all
know
the
I'm
space
afraid
around
of
it.
wind.
She's afraid of wind.
And then it just moves onto Qualo's spot.
Oh no, my buddy.
man.
All right.
Whirlwind.
That will provoke from Linnea. Linnea, you can take an attack.
17
Against-
No, wait, actually 21 against KAC.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Get him.
Roll for damage.
26 points of damage.
26.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Get it.
Damn.
What kind of damage?
Why do you ask, David?
Because it matters.
All right.
Good answer. Good
He's
answer.
just
It's kinetic, right? It's kinetic.
It's an analog
Slashing.
weapon.
Slashing, probably.
Slashing.
David, in that form, does it take that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't want it to. I mean, it
I
won't
think
take,
so, too.
It won't take all of it, but
I think so too.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it. Anyways, you notice that not all of that goes through. It has some sort of DR against just a basic shitty kinetic attack. However, more importantly, Qualo is going to be in bad shape here. As it
dude.
spins and turns into air and moves onto your space, I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Okay, that's a real down the middle of the line type of roll. That's an 18.
Oh, that really is right down the mid.
18. David, he's all right, right?
He is fine.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't have the number in front of me. You're all right. It moves onto your space and is just whipping around, but you're able to withstand the force that is trying to lift you
I'd like to
straight
see-
up off of the ground.
All 4 of his legs kind of like clamped down on the ground, and a shell is just
Well,
sitting there.
Actually, no, that was for the damage.
Right, now roll a reflex save.
Okay. Not awful. 17.
17, you're still fine. So you don't take damage from the wind whipping around, and you're able to use your crazy legs to not get lifted up into the air
I
as
hate
well.
this movie.
What a hero. What a hero.
A true hero.
This is like the movie Twister.
He ties his belt to the one pole in
Exactly.
the barn, and he's fine.
Are you a fan of the movie Twister?
No, because she hates wind.
No, but I love that movie though. That's when
Yeah.
it started.
Yeah.
That started your fear.
Helen Hunt, Dennis Quaid, getting stuck
Bill
in
Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
I'm sorry, Bill
no,
Paxton.
Bill
Bill
Paxton.
Paxton. Wow. You said Pullman.
Oh,
I went
and
with it.
it's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
And Philip Seymour
And
Hoffman.
Carrie Elways.
Yes, you're right.
And a million Pepsi
And
cans.
Jamie Getz.
And a million Pepsi.
A million ping pong balls.
That's good.
Is it
That's
my
good.
turn?
No. It's the Earth Elemental's turn.
Elemental has nothing.
It is going to just burrow into the ground and then pop up on the other side of Dax
No.
and try to slam Kreska.
Oh.
That is going to be a 27 to hit Kreska.
Yes.
All right, so just now appears on the other side of Kreska, hits Kreska for 15 points of damage. Whoa, using its momentum as it comes up from the ground. Boom! Actually, what I say, 15? 16 points of damage. It's a little bone dam. That's bonus damage if you're following along.
Bone dam.
Bone dam. Bone dam.
We recommend it. Everyone out there uses a bone dam in these troubled times.
Troubled times, please. Use your bone dams.
Use bone dams.
Can we see into these containers?
Yes.
Oh, what's going on in
You
them?
want to see what's going on there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're going to be sorry you asked.
Am I?
Looks like.
They have gaze attacks.
Yep. The containers themselves are the real enemy.
More elementals.
Yes, there's 17 more water elementals. Yeah, you look in there and it's weird. You're not quite sure. In the heat of battle, you don't have time to really analyze it. But it is Linnea Donovan's turn.
Yes.
Linnea, you see this air elemental go onto Qualo's space, and Qualo is just like bearing down, all of his feet clutching to the ground. He's fighting against the damage. He's fighting against the lip. There's a fire elemental 10 fucking feet away from you, and there's 3 other elementals attacking your friends. What do? You're a
Fire elemental,
hero.
dude.
Yep. What do you? What?
I'm just saying that is scary as shit. Like at the end of the hallway, it's like,
Well, exactly. She's gonna block him. She's gonna step up to him
Do I
and
have
block
a
him.
sound for that?
Wow.
And
oh, you gotta have some fire sounds.
fire, boom, 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 fire.
You take a
fire.
move action to walk up to him?
Yes, out of Qualo's supernova range.
Okay.
Just so you
A
know.
solo of fire elemental.
So you move from
Battle
a
flower from the
threatened
planet
space.
Well, that's the thing. Is it always an attack of opportunity when you go against someone?
You can take a guarded step.
Okay,
And
that-
you won't provoke.
Then I'll take a guarded step
Okay,
against.
but now you can only make one attack.
Well,
No, you can only do that anyway.
exactly.
Wait, you said your reach is 10 feet.
No,
that's not true.
No. It's
The weapon is 10 feet long and you hold it in the middle.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
All right, so you take a guarded step to avoid the attack of opportunity against the fire elemental.
Yeah, and then
you just fucking swing.
I just fucking swing. That's going to be a 24 against KAC.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
You got it.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage, and that's all kinetic, right? So
Yes,
again, not,
S. Then
not
S.
all of it goes through that slashing, but you're able to not only hit it, but you're able to stand up
Exactly.
to a large fire elemental.
Badass.
Which is appropriate because now it's its turn, and it's going to do 2 attacks on you. I have here the Alien Archive, classic in the history of this game that's been around for a couple of years. It is going to attack you twice, and I really hope I roll a crit, because that's when things get truly fun. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Just between friends. Let's just see what happens.
We're not friends.
It's true. 19 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Second attack. And that -4 is a real killer. Come on, nat 20. Another miss.
All right.
Wow.
Well, Linnea's too good, dude.
All right.
2
Troy,
misses.
we're friends.
Okay, we could be friends.
These
We can-
burning strikes come down at you, and you're just able to dodge out of the way. It is
Classic battle
But it's
flower.
still like burning because like you're in a sauna and it's like but I love it.
It is Qualo's turn. Qualo, you are in a predicament here. You were able to withstand the attack of this thing, but now you don't know what's going on. It's on your space, just whipping around. You're in like a fucking twister. What do you do?
Well, and Qualo lived in the under crust of a planet that was constantly going under earthquakes, so he has innate defensive capabilities. So he's actually going to attune himself to the photon mysteries of the universe, and then he is going to spend a standard action to envelop his entire body in a corona of plasma. So he's going to stay put, but do damage to these guys. I will gain cold resistance 10, and any adjacent creature that hits me with a natural weapon or melee weapon takes 2d6 fire damage.
Wow.
I am attuned currently, which means that any creature that starts its turn adjacent to me while my corona is in effect also takes fire damage equal to half my Solarian level. So
Wow, that
every time you
water
hit me,
elemental's gonna hate that
yeah,
fire.
I know. There's a 1 in 4 chance it's not going to work, asshole. But for everything else, it'll be fine.
I think it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
So you do I take that damage now or on its turn?
On its turn,
Okay.
and if you hit me, and then I'll do a quick mysticism check.
Quick little mysticism check to see
For the hell of it. 14.
14.
Don't learn anything.
Not gonna be enough. Yeah,
That's fine.
you really need a good mystic in this group.
We really do.
Yeah.
Just roll like a 29 on my misses.
I thought you rolled a 34.
34. That's
Need
what
a
it was.
good mystic. It is the water element.
He didn't say
turn.
mediocre.
It's just rude.
So, are you
Straight up rudeness.
Would you say that you're covered in magical flames?
I believe I am, yeah.
It's amazing because when I saw this ability, I'm like,
Yeah.
when am I ever going to get to use this? Right, David? Wouldn't you see an ability like this and be like, when am I going to have an ability like this? I am going to drench you, which will put out the magical flame.
What?
That you just put on your body. Little special ability from this John. Water Elemental's Touch douses large or smaller non-magical flames. It's just
Is it not magical?
Did you say non-magical?
You just said non-magical flames.
non-magical. Oh, I can dispel magical fire. It touches as per dispel magic, so I have to
Oh
roll.
my god! All right,
It's a roll.
Here we go.
Here we go. 15 minutes to look up
minutes.
dispel magic.
It's just a caster level check, right?
I've got it. It's a caster level check. It equals the elemental CR, so it's a D20 plus that against your.
It should be his caster level.
I need to
right?
know.
The DC is like 10 plus.
Yeah, the.
We're all looking towards David.
I'm gonna go to the water fountain. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
All right, have fun.
David and I both thought drench would never come into play.
Yeah, this was not even worth prepping, but hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll it though, and if it's really high, then we'll discuss it.
11 plus the spell's caster
Got a
level.
tweener.
Wait, this is good. Well, this is gonna be very, very close.
Yes, 11 plus.
It's a supernatural ability, technically, so I don't know where that stands.
Yeah, so it's not a spell. It doesn't have a caster level.
Yeah, it doesn't have
But
that.
what's your caster level?
I mean, 8.
Are you a caster?
Not really.
Yeah, you don't cast spells.
Yeah, it says spells specifically in. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but so why is your fire magical?
I don't think it
It's
is. I just-
supernatural, but it's not natural.
Yeah.
Ah, so it's not magical.
But it's not natural.
But it's not natural.
It's drenched.
Fair enough.
It's
Wow,
gone.
what a waste of a turn.
Yes.
Thanks.
The water elemental takes it away.
I feel like Joe.
That's how he.
No,
That's
you
what it's
made-
like all the time.
That's not true at all. You made a cool move, and then he made a
Sure.
cool move back. You're
That's
playing.
true.
It's chess. Not
You took
checkers.
his turn away from him.
It's chess.
It's true.
Knight, King, Rook, 8.
It's fair. Dispel magic can dispel spell-like abilities, just like spells.
I like it. I like it that you guys are disappointed by it.
Yeah.
So let's move on
That's what makes me happy.
to Callum. Callum,
Come on,
Finally.
Callum. Come on.
you were on a ship not too long ago. You weren't fighting elementals.
I don't know what is happening. Callum's like, sucks. This sucks so bad. I don't feel good, and this sucks. This is like a vacation he didn't want to go on, but was dragged on.
Sorry.
Just like my trip to the Shadow Plane.
But you didn't have a good time. But fuck it. So he is going to use something new, baby.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Callum is.
Which one?
I can't do that. That's not cool.
Callum.
No, I can't say it. I feel bad.
What are you going to say?
Just saying. You know, it's like Kobe, R.I.P., but it's like Callum.
Oh,
Anyway.
I see.
Too soon.
Too
Well,
soon. Anyway, so Callum is going to, not knowing what types of magic would work on these creatures. Actually, can I do a mysticism check as a free
Please.
action?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Please.
True mystic in this group.
I mean, I shared all my knowledge.
26.
All right, against which creature? You gotta.
Oh, which one did you do? Earth?
I looked at the water elemental.
It's the water. Team?
Fire.
Earth. Wind.
Yeah.
Come on.
Heart.
Is there one that we really want to know more about?
Spirit.
I don't think,
I think their properties are going to be basically the same.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
learning about it. If you're going to
All
learn about
right, I'll do
ability.
fire because Linnea's over there.
Oh.
You do fire. That's your old buddy. All right, so these things are pretty boss. They can they get a bonus to avoiding attacks of opportunities, bonus to their AC if they try to pull away. They also their damage deals half fire and half bludgeoning, and if they crit, they can burn you. That means you catch fire. Not unlike Koala.
But it would hurt more.
It would
But
hurt.
then I'll just run into the water elemental.
that's right. Easy fix.
Clearly,
Quick, douse me. Douse, drench me.
I'll help him.
You won't do it?
I'll grapple the hell out of him.
Okay, that didn't really make a difference for what I was going to do. But, all right, so Callum, not knowing really what kind of magic would work on all four of them,
Yep.
gathers in his hands pure force, shimmering force, and makes it into a disc, and like frisbee hurls a disc of force that is going to hit the earth elemental, ricochet into the water elemental, ricochet into the air elemental, and then ricochet into the fire elemental.
Holy shit.
You can't just make up spells when you come here.
That is amazing.
It's like Magnus
Of
spell.
course, Callum
It's
plays
called
Ultimate.
Hurl Force.
Of course.
I was like, who's going to beat me to the ultimate freaking?
Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
No, it's like
Joe.
it's Tron.
Tall, lanky
or frisbee
teen.
golf. I don't know.
It's
I don't-
Tron. It's fucking Tron.
It's Tron.
It's Tron.
Yeah, it's basically light in a disc, and he's
Yeah.
throwing it around.
It's awesome.
Now let me
All right.
ask you this: does its path stop if it misses the AC of one of the creatures? Like, do you roll once, and if it hits all of them?
This is a good question. The disc ricochets to hit up to 4 or more creatures. I have to make a ranged attack against each successive target.
Okay. That makes sense. So it's like it might hit the first one.
It says the disc continues to ricochet in this way until it's
It has
attempted to strike 5 creatures. So I think it keeps going even if
But
I
you could
fail.
miss
It has
along
to
the
hit.
way.
yeah. So it has to hit
It
in order to
hits.
ricochet, though.
It says if the attack hits, the disc deals 3d4. The disc then ricochets to the next.
Yeah, I
it's a
think
separate sentence. It's after if the attack hits, but it is a separate sentence.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
What's
it's
the
a-
spell called?
It's called Hurl Force Disc.
It says if the attack hits, the disc deals 3d6 force damage. Period.
Yeah.
The disc then ricochets to hit up to 4 more creatures of your choice, each no more than 15 feet from the last target.
Right. What level spell is this?
It's
2.
2.
Yes.
But then it says the disc deals 2d6 force damage to each secondary target. So 3d6 for the first, 2d6 for the subsequent.
And then it says it continues to ricochet until it's attempted to hit 5 creatures. So I feel like even if I,
I think
miss,
attempted is in there very clearly.
Yeah.
No, it hits them all.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it just keeps going.
I think
And they're all conveniently within 15.
Yeah, and you have to
Yeah.
roll an individual attack roll
yeah.
for each.
This is such an amazing situation.
pretty
for this
great.
great.
Great time for this.
really,
And
really cool.
I could fail it all and it would be
No.
really-
All right, so
gonna
this is
kill
against
this Earth
against
Elemental.
EAC, ranged EAC attack. Let's start with the Earth Elemental.
This is awesome.
All right, let's see. And I have no bonuses. I think this is just I roll.
Well, look at what is added to your gun roll. Where you have your pistol, whatever that gets added to.
Yeah, you can add that to your roll if you have anything.
Plus 5?
Plus 5.
Yep, plus
Yeah,
one.
let's see what happens.
All right.
4 rolls. Start with the first one.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
Hits the Earth Elemental.
Nice.
You want to roll
3d6?
damage for that, or you want to just see how many you hit?
What's easier?
Nothing.
Roll damage as we go.
They're all a pain in the ass.
Roll damage.
Yeah, roll damage.
They're all.
They're all a pain in the ass to me.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You kill the Earth.
Yes.
Does the disc just like go right through it?
Oh, that's amazing. Cuts its head off.
Sprays everywhere. Crest is covered in mud.
It's like Apollo and
Oh,
his lover who gets decapitated while they play disc golf together.
In
because-
Rocky?
No, in Greek mythology.
Oh, I thought you meant in that scene in Rocky. Where
Is there a
Apollo
hollow in it?
Coming to a man.
No,
He's dead.
Herminia. Oh God, what's the
I
name?
thought it was Battlestar Galactica.
It's a flower. It's named after a flower. His blood creates the flower. What's the
Chlamydia,
flower?
I think is.
You're not talking about Judith and Holofernes. No, that's a biblical beheading.
No, the north wind blows the disc. Anyway, it decapitates. All right. I'm gonna roll.
Chlamydia. That's what you're trying.
It's wrong. That's not. It's not the name.
Pretty sure.
I got that when I did my
Hyacinth.
temperature earlier.
Thank you, Hyacinth.
Yes,
Couldn't think the flower.
Apollo.
All right,
Apollo
gotta
and
keep
its
it going.
flower. All right. So this is for water.
Yes, water.
Show me that water.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
It's another
21.
right there.
Thank you.
All right.
Show me that smile. How many points of damage? This is force. It's going to cut through that DR.
That's amazing.
2d6 force.
9.
11.
11.
Come on, Sydney.
The one time I tried not to use my fingers because Matthew's looking intently at me.
He was looking right at him.
All right, that's 2 in a row. Can you hit the
Oh wait, it didn't kill. No.
whirlwind? No, you didn't kill
All
the
right.
water
Let's see if I
elemental,
can
but
hit
it's
the
yet to been hit.
air. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's natural 19.
Oh yeah.
Kid's on fire!
Holy schmoly.
I can't believe it. I was rolling so trash before. 10.
Amazing.
Now, are you taking into account the -1 to attack because of the fatigue state?
It's factored in on her sheet.
It's fact.
Yeah.
She pulled that plus
Yeah.
5 from her
Yeah, so the
sheet.
+5 would normally be a +6.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so
yeah,
what's the
Because I am
damage?
self-fatigued. 10 damage.
Wow.
To the wind.
That's all cutting through.
This is amazing. Well done.
Wow.
All right, you
Nice.
got
This
one
might be the
more
best use
attack.
of this spell in the world.
Yeah.
I'm so happy this worked.
Yeah.
All right.
Your rolls are incredible right
4
now.
for 4. Faux.
Finish it.
It's going to be a, hold on, 16. That's it.
You
That's
sure?
It's a 16.
No.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
No. But it's actually a +8 you should be adding
A +8. Why?
for your ranged spell attacks.
Oh.
Yeah, at least as per your character.
No, I like
So then
Chris
am
doing it.
So it should be an 18 instead of
No, it should be a
minus
should be
1.
19.
Minus 1 for her fatigue.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So +7
So 18.
because of the fatigue. So +7 to your roll. What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11, so it would be
18.
Against?
EAC.
That's a hit.
4 for 4, dude.
Oh my Thank you, David.
I wasn't going to chime in if you did it with just the +5, but
What?
Happy to help.
Where would I find that though? Just so I know.
I just have
Good
a
luck.
paper sheet here, so
We'll talk about it later.
yeah, we can.
All right.
You got it.
7.
Good lord.
Come on. It's not that late. Actually, that's pretty late.
It's pretty
Kinda
late.
Pretty late.
Brain shutting off. 7
7 total?
to the fire.
Okay. All right. Well, it lost a little steam by the time it got to the fire, but you still hit every single
That is
creature.
just incredible.
And killed the earth elemental.
That's incredible.
I imagine it like slices the earth elemental's head off and then just keeps going.
Yeah.
Man.
That is the end of round 1. Not bad. Not a bad round 1 with all these combatants. It is Dr. Friss's turn. The earth elemental that you lit up at the beginning of the round is now gone, but there are 3 elementals remaining.
Okay, Friss is going to swing around the corner and try to take another mysticism check to identify the water elemental
Yes.
in front of him. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, so that is a 24.
24, yes, that is definitely a water elemental.
Okay.
You have now seen that it has the ability to put out fire that is dubiously magical. It can also...
Resistances. Immunities. Who said that?
well, it's water, so it doesn't like fire.
Okay.
You definitely want to use fire.
It doesn't mind fire.
Yeah, no, you should definitely use lots of fire against it. That's what you learn.
Okay.
Now, David, you see something that can hurt it?
Nothing that really can hurt it.
I'm really just...
Yeah.
Not in this case.
But is it fire resistant or is it fire immune?
You can tell him that, David.
Neither.
Oh, go at it with the fire.
All right.
Yeah, I'm really just trying to get... Mostly I'm just trying to get the bonus for my trick attack. So for trick attack roll, that is a 31.
31, yeah, that'll do.
Okay. And then I'm going to squeeze up another round with my laser pistol. Ah, shit, that's a natty 2. That's a 13. That's a miss.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Love that flat-footed. I love getting that flat-footed.
Although I would love to exact a guarantee that at some point on one of the shows on the network, I can go through the list of the alumni from my high school because it's amazing.
Okay.
I want to take this
Noted.
opportunity.
You do run a show. You can.
You could just.
David,
just
is
do
that so? That's a yes from David.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, Skid, you could just open a Ruins episode just listing them off.
there we go. We have Matthew's permission as well,
You got it.
and Sydney.
That's all. That's a quorum.
That sounds like Joe. Joe
David,
sounds
Matthew,
like
and Sydney.
Okay.
So ordered.
And you just joined on. You just signed on.
Everybody look forward to a future episode of Raiders of the Lost Continent where I will go through a list of the alumni of my high school.
Starting with
Starting with,
one Skidmar.
well, I won't start with me. I'll end with me.
Oh, all right.
You can assume that I went there. But I'll start with all 3 living members of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
It is Dax's turn.
Amazing.
Dax, what do you want to do?
Dax is gonna whip around and shoot twice at this water elemental.
We really sweet talked us into that one. Into that one.
It really did.
I'm such a diplomat.
really did.
You're going to shoot the water elemental.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
I'll say it's a clear shot now that the earth elemental has crumbled to the ground.
All right. 2 shots. First shot, 22
Against CAC?
against EAC.
Against EAC, that's a hit.
Good job, good buddy. That's 22 electricity and fire half, so 11 of each.
Okay, electricity and fire.
And if it has resistance, the resistance is 5 lower.
Okay.
To either.
Yeah, that looked like it. That hurt him.
Okay. And then a second shot is a 17 against EAC.
17 against EAC is a hit.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
Wasn't expecting that. That's 21 points of damage.
Split up the same
Energy
way.
and fire,
11 and 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like you effed it up a little bit.
Nice.
Linnea, you're really excited to roll over there.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not your
holding it.
turn for like 7 monsters.
Oh, okay.
But let's start with the first monster, Kreska. You're a monster the way you've led this crew.
I think we're doing okay.
deaths.
The 14-year-old just sliced off the head of an earth elemental.
I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Your fire elemental will please need to roll a will save.
Well, I'll allow it. It's part of the game. That is going to be a 15.
That's a fail.
So
Damage from mind thrust.
I love it.
The fire element.
I love Mind Thrust.
Does this works on them? Elementals?
That's what
David said.
They said
Okay.
mind affecting is
Okay.
Not on the list.
on the list. All right, so 20 points. You screw up its mind.
Nice.
Reach out and just give it a little squeeze.
Oh, squeeze that mind. Give it a scanner treatment.
Do you want to move it all, or did you?
I'll stay where I am.
All right, let's talk about the air elemental. He is still whirlwinding there, and he just, well, let's see where we are here. All right, the whirlwind effect is going to, oh man, I want to do something cool here. He just leaves that spot, flies past Dax as well, does not provoke an attack of opportunity in this form, and lands on both Callum and Friss's spot. I need both of you to roll, first of all, a fortitude save.
Oh,
Come on.
that's a tweener.
Oh no.
Same.
Maybe it's a 16.
16, and what did you get there? Callum, if I could call you Callum.
I got a 14, but is this like an environmental hazard?
Is it a spell or spell-like ability?
Oh my God! You are
Poison?
Grant in training. That is
I've got
amazing.
toughness,
Okay.
and I get +4 to my fortitude saves.
Against.
Environmental hazards.
Extreme heat, extreme cold. It's like
Cold.
planetary.
I mean, they are
Extreme
elemental.
air.
Aren't they
they're
the form of?
They're the embodiments of elemental
Yeah, I would
of
say so.
environmental
A
hazards.
tornado.
What was your total roll without that garbage?
14.
You passed anyway.
All right, I'm
and
not
so
gonna-
did you.
Yeah.
But now you got to roll a reflex save.
Oh.
You didn't take
Bye.
damage, but are you going to get thrown up into this tornado?
I hope I do.
Frisk looks excited.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Too good.
Unbelievable. I thought this guy would decimate. Callum, come on, fail.
I got a 16.
You both passed.
Yay!
Yeah.
We hold each other's hands.
Boom. Yeah.
Elementals, I always find they're really scary, but oftentimes like they're not the monsters you think they are.
They're like
The four of them at once.
they're
is scary.
basic.
We didn't try talking to them. You're right.
They're
not
basic.
They're basic.
Yeah, basic.
I'm a little worried that they've been
good.
they've magically appeared by someone else. Like they've been conjured to appear.
Yeah, they don't.
They're like minions.
I'm worried
Yeah.
they were trapped here. I kind of feel bad for them.
Yeah, they're always like summoned. Like they're not like I was born here. What are you doing?
Exactly.
I've been here my whole life.
I grew up. I spent my whole life in this corner.
It's
Yeah,
like
they're
that
not-
comic when people are like, "Oh, I hate these fucking monsters in dungeon. Why are they here?" And it's like because
That's my
they
home.
live here.
Yeah, flip side. I grew up here. My parents.
This is my bedroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. This is my house.
It would have been the Earth Elemental's turn, but it did. So now it is Linnea's turn.
Yes, finally.
Linnea, you're all
Double.
fired up.
Double. Linnea is going for it. First roll is going to be a 19 against KAC.
19
Ooh.
against KAC is going to be a hit.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so that's going to be 23 points of damage again. Holy shit.
18 points of damage.
And up 24 against KAC.
Oh my god, another hit.
Nice.
27 points of damage.
22 points of damage. All right, it's still up.
Oh,
it's not
come on.
happy.
Someone sent me like an anime swordsmith, like someone who can really move really beautifully with their weapon, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just don't actually send Ellie a sword because I want to keep my head.
Send Ellie 2 swords.
No, please
Exactly.
don't. Please, Jesus.
No, I want to keep my head also.
No weapons of any kind.
No, don't
All
send
right.
us weapons.
Fire Elemental's turn. It's going to take 2 attacks on Linnea. I'm not rolling well tonight. I'm going to switch to GCP green here.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Gren.
2 attacks. This is going to be a plus.
Gren.
Okay, here we go.
Mr. Gren.
First attack, 24 to hit.
Oh.
Against me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a miss.
Is it really?
What?
Really?
24?
24, yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Damn.
Wow, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's bludgeoning. It's 24 against CAC. Beefy, okay. Second attack, I drop my die. I'm so fired. Another miss.
Oh, yes.
I rolled a natural 5. What's your CAC?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would. I'm the
Okay,
GM.
28.
28?
Wow.
Lee.
Damn.
I look at Troy is looking at David.
Yeah, I'm looking at David.
No.
She's looking at Swedish
She's right,
numbers,
and that's
right?
the highest one.
Is that your armor?
Wow.
Well, it might be a lot of things, but yes, I did spend a lot of money on that armor.
Dang.
Did you spend more than the recommended amount on your
I
armor?
also have no, fuck you. I also
It's a legitimate question.
no, I also took a feat +1 to my KAC when in armored advantage. And I also have, I have a pretty good armor.
I don't know why we're questioning it. She's got the maple syrup money.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know, it's just the heiress.
Bought that nice
Didn't we
battle ribbon.
Didn't we retcon that?
While you are up, you just see this thing, rain blows down upon Linnea, and Linnea is just standing resolute, looks
She's
unfazed.
awesome. She's the battle flowers of King are impressive, and in battle they are deadly. So here comes Qualo's flashing strikes. 19 on the die for the first attack. The second attack will be a... Come on, baby. 18 against KAC. Do they both hit?
The second one misses.
All right, so let's get some damage in there.
damage.
And this is the second round of attunement. 24 points of damage.
24 points of damage, and this is what type of energy?
Connecticut.
Connecticut energy.
Good energy.
It's Massachusetts. It's Nantucket.
No,
It's on the shore.
Not all of it gets
Connecticut
through, but
energy.
you do lay out some damage. You guys are holding your own here. However, it is the water elemental's turn, and he's going to go ahead and take 2 attacks against Qualo.
Come and get it.
Get some! He's drenched your fire. He's broken your spirit. And now he's going to take 2 attacks. First attack. Fucking 17. I can't roll.
Can't roll anything.
Life
Rough
tonight.
night for Lavalster.
Second attack. Nat 4.
Oh.
Just
This feels
2 waves come down.
Dax and Qualo are just riffing.
Qualo! Chunka, 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 Qualo!
I mean, the water is just crashing down against his shell and just splitting off. Boom, boom, water everywhere. Does not do
And not a
any
drop to drink, motherfucker!
damage. And now it is Callum's turn. Callum, you're standing in this whirlwind, but not unlike Frisk, not unlike Qualo, you too have been able to hold yourself, avoid damage, and avoid being thrown up into the fucking air. What do you want to do?
Can I move out of it?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
It's tough to tell.
By what
There's
standard?
a twister, RTM. There's a twister.
Is it still going?
Oh, yeah.
So I can't move out of it.
You just don't know.
I don't.
Can try.
You could try, but it might do something to you.
You gotta try before you know.
All of a sudden, Linnea's slimy battle ribbon reaches up. What do you want to do?
What?
No. Ignore him.
Ignore him.
Just
Go with your gut. Just go with your gut.
I was just gonna move. I don't have much.
Did he make a penis?
You know what I'll do?
No.
But I don't know if they can be staggered.
It's a tough call.
This is tough because you were saying before you said something about X, Y, and Z.
How cool this shit looks.
It looks awesome.
I mean, they look
That
really.
look
Fucking pure,
Really
massive.
big.
Looks
man.
very,
Why do they
like-
take a humanoid form?
Yeah, it looks like very attractive.
Just to be extra scary.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna.
God.
Don't let him get to you.
I'm just gonna. I don't want to be under this thing anymore. Callum wouldn't stay there, so I'm just gonna move next to Kreska because it seems safer.
Okay.
And then, does anything happen?
no.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast Hazard on the air elemental.
I don't know what that does. What do I need to roll?
Not much. It's a reflex save.
Reflex save? Oh, man, I hope this wind has good reflexes.
This living wind.
This living wind.
Embodiment of wind.
He really is an environmental hazard now.
Shit, 26?
Yeah, yep. And it negates, so nothing happens.
Just a little sign post that says, hazard. Be careful. Giant wind elemental nearby. Fortunately, it's got good reflexes. The new round, it's Dr. Friss's turn. You got 1 elemental down, 2 on the ropes, but old Windy Winderson is still standing strong.
Right on top of me. Friss is going to scramble along the floor, try to get away from it up to the northernmost wall.
Okay.
And is going to try to do another stealth check to do a trick attack. It's an natty 15. That should be sufficient.
There you go.
And he is going to squeeze off around and almost certainly miss against his flat-footed AC. Yep, natural 2. So there you go.
Calling a shot. A true Bambino. It is Dax's.
I'm the Babe Ruth of sucking.
So you're just Babe Ruth. Dax, what do you want to do?
Dax is gonna
gets out of this mess, but fires off a shot that goes wide.
He's gonna ignore it for now and continue training his energies on the water elemental.
Okay.
Try to focus it down. He knows he did damage to it. So once again, 2 shots.
2 shots, Dax. Come on.
Come on.
First shot. Ooh, 17. That hits, right?
Against Yak.
Against Eak.
That is a hit.
All right. Woo-hoo. Come on, dude. I keep getting middling rolls here. That is 23 points of damage.
That's enough to take it out.
Yes! All right.
2 elementals down.
That's 1. He will then he'll turn to the air elemental and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Come on, Dax.
And that is a 15 against the AC.
That is a miss.
That is a miss.
That is a miss. It is Kreska's turn. Kreska, what do you want to do? Callum just stood right behind you there.
Yeah, Kreska's going to take a guarded step.
Smart.
And then I need your air elemental to please roll a will save.
A will save. What is the will
Of wind.
air? Wind.
The will of the wind.
The wind.
Capricious.
The Name of the Wind. Great book.
21.
Okay, you pass. So you take 10 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Mind thrust damage.
Mind
wow.
thrust damage to my wind. All right.
I overload its mind with a glut of psychic information.
How dare you.
Glut.
I overload it with the lyrics to all the musical theater songs I know.
Oh, that should do a lot more than 10 points.
Oh, yeah.
It's the air elemental's turn. It kills itself.
One day more.
All right, you see.
One more day.
Oh, is there one more day? No.
No, they
Hey,
say
one-
back.
Yeah, that's
They both,
One more
both are right.
dawn. they
Goodbye
say.
now.
At the end of its turn, it forms back into its humanoid type form, and then swiftly goes back into a whirlwind and moves onto Callum and Kreska's spot. I need you both to roll a fortitude save. Can one of you guys take the damage from this cool thing?
no.
Come on,
No, I
guys.
refuse.
Just
Probably.
team effort here.
Yeah.
Let's chip in.
Natural 20.
Of all people, fortitude.
16.
Ah. All right, roll a reflex save. No damage. I really thought that was going to be cool, David.
I'm going to
thought
use.
so, too.
I'm going to use. I can't use this.
Yeah, good.
15.
14.
Well, fine.
Oh my god!
This elemental is so lame.
This is the thing with elementals.
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah.
So shitty.
The basic.
Thank you, Skip.
You're basic.
The basic.
They're basic.
You can faintly hear upon the wind, Master of the House. Get out of my house! It is Linnea's
Yes,
turn.
finally.
Linnea, you are standing toe to toe with a fire elemental that you have bested thus
Yes.
far.
Yeah.
This round is
You stood
dead.
up right when the combat started. You said, "No, I got this."
And I blocked it. And then now comes the double move, full attack, natural 1. Oh.
There,
Oh no, Linnea,
there she
no!
is. I hope it is. If you are fighting a large fire elemental, you immediately die. Do you have that crit? Fumble.
Fan fumble. There you go, good buddy Nick. This one from Mike G in Vancouver.
Mike G.
Mike
Hi,
G.
Mike G.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's bad.
There we
From
go.
hell. From hell, it
fires
makes
of
sense.
hell.
Yeah.
This is
Sounds like Troy.
amazing sometimes how these crits are so perfect. Your monomania toward your opponent leads you to disregard your own safety.
Oh, makes sense.
Yep. You were just focused on this one elemental the entire combat.
For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee. Wow.
What happens?
Your attack actually hits your target for regular damage, but also rebounds back to hit you for the same damage. You must roll a will save to avoid being dazed for 1 round.
Whoa.
As the realization hits you that your lack of control has endangered both yourself and your team.
That's a good crit.
Yeah.
That's a fun crit, but it still gets...
All
you
right.
still do damage. You can
Yeah.
kill this thing.
You could kill it.
Roll damage that both you and the elemental will take.
28.
Brutal.
Whoa, your highest roll yet.
The good news is you kill the elemental.
Yeah. Wow.
Now,
My eye! My eye!
were you attacking against EAC or KAC?
KAC.
All right, roll a will save against the. We'll say the DC is the KAC of the creature.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but
Just roll a will save.
20 points of 20.
20 points of will.
20.
Just a will save will do. You are able to not be dazed from it.
Nice.
Just barely, you're able to catch yourself and not be dazed. All that is left is the air elemental, and it is.
Nice job.
It would have
Linnea.
been the fire elemental's turn, but instead it's Qualo's turn.
Qualo.
Soloed a fire element.
That is so sick.
That's pretty
And I know
badass.
exactly what happened.
I helped.
I know exactly what happened. It's
What
like,
happened?
It's like when I try to do barbell thrusters and I like accidentally hit my nose. With it up and down. It has happened several times.
So it's great, but then you're also hurt.
Exactly. I got it up over my head and then I just collapse.
Yes.
Blood squirting out of your nose.
Yep.
Qualo, what do you want to do here? This thing first attacked you.
Yeah. No. Has anyone been hurt in that
Do
general
it.
area? I'm supernova. Supernova, DC 17 reflex saves for everyone in the radius.
Soup nose?
Soup
Soup
nose,
nose.
baby.
Couldn't you just be like?
I'm
a
pretty
step-
sure
a step
no
to the
one
west
has
and not hit
taken
anyone?
any damage.
I've taken
I've
damage.
taken like 4
Nah, I'm
points.
good.
So Callum,
Oh, you have?
Fresca, and the air.
I guess I could stay right there.
Yeah, now you're
There,
talking.
yeah.
You sure you don't want to include
Yeah,
your
I'm
friends?
good. I'm good.
Seemed like you had a good plan. All right, so what is it? A reflex save?
Yeah.
DC
I'll tell you.
natty 19 on
Yeah,
the
you're
die.
good.
Now you're
So
now
half
you're rolling.
of 33, so you take 16 points
Whoa.
of, I believe, fire damage.
It'll all cut through there as far as you know. Okay, moving right along, it is Callum's turn.
Come on, Callum.
All right. Callum,
Question, by the way, I never got to do my second thing.
what was your second thing?
Like I rolled a 1, and then I, but that was my first attack.
Right, but you don't have another target to attack, so you could move if you want.
Well, I'm gonna move up to the wind.
So you're going to take
Okay.
the
You
damage.
take
You're going to take the
from
damage
Qualo.
today.
Right.
Terrific.
If that's what you would have done, then you'll take.
Do the reflex.
Yeah, roll a reflex save against Qualo's explosion.
Right,
Keep yourself honest there.
19,
Okay.
natural 19.
So you take
16 points. of
16
damage.
points
Fire.
of damage.
All right, I'm down on hit points.
Oh, you're out of stamina?
Yep.
Ooh, man.
Good.
Took more than I thought.
Good.
So brave.
I mean, she hit
That
herself.
self-attack
She
was-
stabbed herself in the face for 28 points of damage.
That was a significant hit.
Callum, what are you thinking here? One creature left.
Yeah, I don't want to use a spell because I know it's so low and I want to save my slot. So I'm just going to move back 1 and I'm going to cast Hazard again, which is a low DC, but let's see what happens.
Hey, you know what? Let's see what happens.
Get a natty 1.
Yeah, could happen.
What kind of save are we talking?
It is a reflex.
Reflex. Got pretty good reflexes. 19.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You do it. You're
Negates.
Air handshake.
Yep.
Dr. Friss, it's a new round. One combatant left.
Okay.
Where are these things coming from?
Friss is going to scoot down to get kind of the most clear shot that he can.
Right near
down
one of
to
those
southern
warnings on the
wall.
door. Who didn't heed the warnings?
Yeah, it's like, what is this warning? What is that about? And he is going to do a stealth attack to try to do another trick attack. That is a 29.
Yep.
And so against flat-footed AC, he's going to squeeze off another round. Miss again. Motherfuck.
Frisk gets into position, finds a clear shot.
Brutal win.
Misses. It is Dax's turn. Dax, you've been doing all right.
Yeah, he's just leveling this laser, and he's his plasma array, and he's connecting.
You've been meting out damage throughout the entire combat.
Onto the air elemental. Let's finish this thing off. Come on, Daxy. God damn it. Miss on the first shot.
Brute.
Second shot is a 21.
That is a hit.
Against
on,
EAC.
Dax.
Oh, God, same thing. 23. Again, electricity and fire split. Any resistances, -5.
23. It's still standing now. It's Kreska's turn.
Kreska will take a guarded step
Yeah.
and swing out with her vest claw
Ooh, the vest claw.
and miss.
Yeah, good.
Come on, guys, just hit it.
It's hard. It's wind. We're all like, whoa.
Isn't it my turn? Isn't it my turn?
No, it's its turn, and it moves onto Kreska and Callum's space. Give me that sweet fortitude save. I'm going to do this.
Natural 1.
There it is.
Oh, no.
Are you happy now?
I am. What do you got, Callum?
15.
Damn it.
No, sorry, 12.
Failure.
Oh, no.
All right. Oh, great. Okay, let's talk about the damage. You're going to take 11 points of damage. You're going to take 13 points of damage. Now both of you roll a reflex save. Come
Wait,
on.
he got excited about that.
17.
11 points of damage.
Nat 19.
Shit.
Plus more.
This is the best part, because if you fail the reflex, you start flying up into the air, and then you can't do shit unless you pass a fortitude save.
Oh,
each
that's
round.
really cool.
But yeah. Anyways, you took a little bit of damage, and every bit counts when you're in the temple found. It is Linnea's turn. Linnea, you single-handedly took on a fire giant and your own face. Now there's one enemy left. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to move up to it,
Yeah.
but I can't take 2 guarded steps, right? I can only take a 5-foot guarded
Not in
step.
Starfinder or any game.
You could take 2
In my-
steps in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
That's true.
Yeah, I can
Not
take.
guarded.
I can take 2 steps in my game. Anyway, I'm gonna move up to it and I guess take an attack of opportunity then because I want to hit it.
It's in whirlwind form. It does not have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, awesome! Why didn't you say so? Natural 20. Natural 20.
Please take crits.
Before you get excited.
They don't.
Oh wait,
They aren't susceptible.
Yeah. Another wasted crit.
Yeah.
Another wasted
But it's
crit.
still, it's great. It's a hit.
It's great.
It's a hit.
Damn.
Exploding dice.
Great job, Ellie.
33 points of damage.
It's dead.
It's gonna give it to you.
Yes.
In and finish the job.
Wow.
Earth, wind, fire, and water are all extinguished, and you look inside of these containers, and it looks like there's some shit in those containers.
Not empty.
Something was warning people to stay away from it. Was it these creatures, or was it the cool shit inside?
Stay away from our cool shit.
We'll never find out, because this is the last episode. Never. We'll see you real soon.
We'll see you.